All right. Hello. Welcome everyone to the HEX happy hour, really happy hour, Vegas style check-in show.
You're gonna ask for directions?
Motley Investor on the feed in Vegas. We got Freddie Quotes. We got Crypto Vince.
Now we're live.
Are we live right now?
Yeah. We're live.
Yes, you are live. What's up, coffee?
It's all right.
Hey, oh man.
Damn, we lost.
I was gonna turn over to Motley, but yeah, we'll figure that out. So, Vince, what's up? How you doing? It's been a while.
Oh, yeah, not much. Got a new laptop, as you can see, courtesy of Richard Hart and HEX.com. So, yeah, the first thing I was able to buy with HEX. So, yeah, shout out to Richard for that.
Awesome. Yeah. And Freddie, man, I hear you are going out to Vegas this weekend.
Yes, sir. Yeah. My wife and I fly out tomorrow. She's got a bridal shower that she's got to go to. I wish we were out there right now, but we will be out there tomorrow evening. Pumped. Super pumped.
There we go.
There he is.
Yeah, Motley, you want to? I'll turn it over to you for a second. We can get the lay of the land.
All right. This is a Chinese dog dragon thing. We're at the Bellagio. Hexo's right over here trying to find directions to the group photo. We're trying to find the Rolex store right now. We got a big Hex group photo to go take, I guess, that we're actually late for. What? Why do I keep disappearing?
Oh, you're on, man. We can see you. We can see everything you're doing. Well, now you're frozen.
Oh, you put me. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Wait, just now.
Now you're doing. All right, now you're robot mode. Hey, was that robot?
Sheep. Heck yeah. That's what I heard. So let's just start there. Hexo. We're trying desperately to find this place before we're already late.
All right.
But yeah, Vegas has been fun so far.
Awesome.
Don't mind me. We're just walking right now.
No, it's all good, man. I just wanted to get a full screen of everybody and touch base. Have you heard or seen from anything from Big Kurk?
Yeah, we went. I actually went with Big Kurk. We went out into the desert and we shot machine guns from helicopters this morning. So that's pretty dope. Yeah, we did.
What machine gun?
I don't. It was some light machine gun. I just shot 5.56.
So it wasn't the saw?
It might have been the saw. It was just mounted on the helicopter. But yeah, so we shot guns with Big K this morning. Shot an automatic MP5, shot an automatic M14, and then we shot the Barrett 50 cal sniper rifle. And then
Nice.
we went up. Then we went up on the helicopter. Essentially, shot probably a saw from the helicopter and shot some ground targets from a helicopter. So that was pretty badass.
I'd say that's awesome.
Yeah. And so right now we're heading. Evidently, there's some big meetup across the street where we're going to try to take a big group photo of everyone. So if we can find it in time.
And your travels were all right?
Yeah, they were good. A lot of other people, but I got mine squared away.
Yeah, this is kind of like the lower.
And now Axis 5 is calling.
But yeah, good to see everybody getting together. So, and Molly's frozen again. So everybody else is live and not frozen. So what else is going on? I just saw we had like some really big buys come across. Wow. Yeah, $250,000 USD 15 minutes ago. So that's looking good with price.
Yep.
Signature? Where's that at? Is it close here?
Live show, ladies and gentlemen. Live show.
So, now I can't do anything.
Weather looks gorgeous.
Trying to find your Crypto Cabana.
Or Cabana Crypto. Yeah, I'm gonna
There we go.
there really quick too.
We had like 5.5 million hex bought within the last hour.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. Almost $500,000. Huh.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, and for the yeah, nice to have the big group photo shoot on Cabana. That would be funny. Come back, Motley. Come back. Yeah, so Unwrecked, they had the Australian meetup. They front ran the Vegas meetup by a few hours because the sun came up earlier. Yeah, morning lads. We were just setting off the docks to Stratty. Go. What's that Aussie slang there, Unwrecked? Give me that one. Great to see you banging the prom queen. Indeed. All right.
It's a little RH reference right there.
That's right. So yeah, sorry viewers, the backdrop has to be what it is right now because there's just, if you're watching the news and some of the unfortunate events in Florida, like the entire state is just like covered in rain and storms. So I was trying to get the beach backdrop, and literally 5 minutes before the show, when Freddie and I were in the green room, I poked my head out the door and I was like, hey, it's not raining right now, but it looks a little, dark over there. And then bolt lightning like went across the sky and then thunder. And I was like, okay, that's a sign for me not to.
Yeah.
That. So.
I think when we were in the green room before we came up here and you were like, hold on, I'm going to go grab a drink. I think I heard a huge boom of thunder.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, what is going on right now?
Yeah, it's happening just right around showtime. So hopefully next week's show, we'll move a little north on the Gulf Coast and get a better backdrop then. But I did drop like a really short video yesterday. So you can kind of see what I'm working with, and there's more thunder now. Mm-hmm. But yeah, what else is going on, man? Vince or Freddie? I know Freddie's excited to go to Vegas. How you been, Vince? You haven't been on in a little bit.
Oh, me?
Yeah. I haven't talked to you in a little bit. Just in the comments.
I've been all right. Yeah, just same old, really. My birthday was yesterday, so
happy birthday, brother!
Thanks,
man. Thanks. Yeah, I didn't really do anything special except like a couple of my old buddies from like college. We went out for dinner, and I tried to onboard them to HEX. Yeah.
And how did that go?
They're a little bit of a hard sell, so required a little more effort. But yeah.
What's the hard sell part?
They're kind of new to crypto, so yeah, they're kind of still using like Bitcoin as a metric to judge like how good cryptos are. So yeah, they're a little behind on stuff. So yeah. Yeah.
Is that the only coin that they own? Do they own any Ethereum?
They own some like Ethereum stuff. So yeah, like the old like first generation crypto. So yeah,
got it.
Yeah, I'll get them eventually.
Onboarded anybody recently, or had any successes or failures?
Who are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So one of the guys who I onboarded, he's a rock star, man. He just onboarded someone who's coming in with $1 million USD, like just baller. Like, yeah.
Maybe that was that guy.
I don't know. Maybe. I was going to talk to him because I don't want him to go in at once and do just like one buy and push the market against himself. I mean, that would be awesome for us, I think, but it's not the slippage for him. Yeah. So there's some strategy stuff I need to talk with him about, but I spoke with him a little bit this week, and we're going to get together, and he's going to just make moves, man. So that's cool. All the guys who I've onboarded have gone out, and now they have like 4 and 5 and 6 generations of people onboarded beneath them too. So it's just wild, man. Vince, do you ever show anyone your Staker app?
I have a couple times, yeah.
Yeah. I find that's the easiest way to onboard, but I obviously I only do that with like people I
trust.
With,
yeah.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, I've been trying to land a hedge fund buddy of mine. I've known him for, 15 years now. And he's like, I don't want to say he's like kind of a big deal like Kinetics, but some people in HEX might have heard his name. And I don't want to, let it out yet because it's not official.
Out him.
But, I'm trying to get him on stream for a chat, but it's what Hexander was saying in the chat there. to this day, people that try to onboard come back with the first Google, result search, and it says scam. And it's kind of like he's in that boat. And then he'll look at the Richard Hart video, and I've mentioned this I think a time or two on stream. He'll pull up a Richard Hart video with John McAfee, rest in peace. And we can chat about that too. But he's like, they're chatting, about cryptos and stuff, and I was like, he's a traditional Wall Street long-term investor guy, but the long-term thing, I was like, man, that could really draw him to HEX. So it's like really
that could be a selling point, a hot spot.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. It's wild how once people get in, I think Joker was saying last night, he was like, if you got in last week, you might be down. Anyone else who's gotten in is up.
Yeah.
Ever. So that's pretty strong. Did you guys find where you're going, Motley?
Yeah. It turns out it's where we started, so we're heading back.
Is anyone there sober?
Yeah, actually, everyone's pretty sober at this one. We've just been having a couple day drinks by the pool. No one's like too wasted yet.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Where are you staying at?
Bellagio. Lava Surf Bellagio.
Very cool.
Did El Hexadente ever find you in the pool?
Yeah. He was out there. We were hanging out in the pool for a little bit.
All right.
Yeah. It's like a game of like cat and mouse trying to find everyone.
So the picture has not taken place yet?
No, well, I don't know. Maybe we're probably late. It very well could have. If not, we'll take a picture of our group and we'll Photoshop us in.
Yeah.
There you go. Where's the picture taking place?
Bellagio in front of the Rolex dealership, I guess.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, that's appropriate. Nice. Look at that.
Except there's no actual Rolexes available besides like women's pieces right now.
Damn.
Yeah, it's completely empty.
Was there a specific one you were looking for?
I would like for my starter to be Daytona, Panda Daytona. That's probably what I go with for my starter watch.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like 38K, so I should probably hold off right now until after the sacrifice phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you gotten any other bling?
Nope, nothing yet. Looking at a chain maybe.
Nice.
Very cool, man. Very cool.
How many's in your wolf pack?
1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 5 or 6 of us, and then like another group got detached because someone noticed the HEX logos, so they're signing autographs and kissing babies. so there's like 12 or 15 of us.
Motley, how many pictures have you taken with people in the last 24 hours?
A lot.
Over under 100?
This is Cabana's show, HEX Happy Hour. I don't know, bro. It's all blur.
A lot. Yeah.
Tonight's gonna be fun because it's gonna be the first night we go out and just get crazy at Marquee. So tonight's gonna be a shit show. You guys should definitely keep an eye out on Twitter because I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of Hexicans posting some dumb shit. There's gonna be a lot of. Yeah. Hopefully no one gets any pictures of me because I'll probably be in an altered state of mind by that point. Vince was supposed to come out here so he could celebrate his birthday.
I know, right?
Yeah, next year.
Next year.
Thank you, Unwrecked Pirate. That's awesome, man.
See, next year, though, we have 100,000 people out here. You don't get to do something like this next year. It's going to be madness next year.
Yeah.
This is cool because it's a lot of people make a core group. And it's really nice.
Yeah, next year's going to be a lot of fun. Is it going to be in Vegas? As Maddie said, I think, the conference?
I don't know.
We're losing him as he's getting inside. We might have to pick him back up. But yeah, until we get Motley back. Yes, and he's gone. Yeah, Unwrecked. Cool message from him here. Hey, I met new Hexicans last night. We were pumping one of Freddie Quotes' tracks. The song has changed people's lives. Well done. Congratulations, Mr. Quotes. Awesome song, mate.
Awesome. Hell yeah. Thank you, brother. I'm actually working on a new track right now. It's pretty exciting. I've dropped some of the lyrics to him. There he is!
Oh.
Yo, it's good.
Okay, what's up?
We just
How's
subbed one
everybody
out.
I'm good.
Sweet
Hey, guys.
glasses, bro.
Those are
Thank
awesome
you very
glasses,
much.
bro.
Thank you very much. Louis to match the do-rag here, you know. What's going
Oh,
on?
yeah.
How are you?
Nice. The Louis.
Amazing.
Hey.
We just saw coffee with Motley. Yeah.
Oh my god! But if I'm here and you're there, and if you're
What's going on?
This is awesome.
We should just put that on. Hold on.
Good to see you too, man. We're doing all sorts of meet and greets. Texas here, Lighthouse here. Everybody's here hanging out. It's fantastic. Y'all cannot wait till y'all are here in person too one of these days, man. This can only get better, man. This shit can only get better. Fucking great, man. Fucking great. I hope everyone at home is enjoying themselves too, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just kick ass. It's been a blast. Me and Molly shot guns for helicopters this morning. It was insane, man. It was insane.
That sounds fucking awesome.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's good to see you. Very good, very good. Heck yeah, heck yeah. We're doing the happy hour.
Yeah, Motley was popping on screen.
Yeah, he's on this shit too.
Yeah. Can you actually?
Yeah, I got it in my earbud. So, I mean, I can hear everybody. Nobody else can hear you guys. Sorry, you guys. It's one-way camera here today.
Nobody wants to listen to us anyway.
How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, I got in a little bit late last night.
Nice.
Kept getting delayed.
Yeah, that sucks. You're like the fifth person that said they've had delayed flights. The rain is it rained yesterday in Vegas, like a lot, which like it never does. I've like had 4 or 5 people that have said they've had flights diverted to other places and shit because of the rain. So you know, it was nice because it was refreshing. I like that part of it. That was pretty kick ass. Hey Freddie, where are you at right now?
I'm at home. I fly in tomorrow, brother. My wife and I will be there. Yeah, we'll be there tomorrow evening. So I'm pumped, man. I wanted to come earlier, but she's got a bridal shower tomorrow for her cousin, and she was like, "There's no way I can miss it. I'm in the wedding." And I'm like, I was actually gonna fly out today, but then she was like, "Well, I'm not gonna go if you go." And I was like, "Well, I want you to come." So I want her to meet everybody, man.
Yeah, it's just a ton of fun out here, man. I'm glad. I can't wait for you to be out here.
Hell yeah, man. Can't wait to party with you guys.
Yeah, heck yeah. We're going to do some clubbing tonight a little bit, which I never do, so I'll be very out of place. So
that's awesome.
Other than that, I don't know. Like I said, last night was pretty cool. We did. I actually went out to a sushi joint instead of.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. If it's the same sushi joint that my buddy was telling me about, he was like, Fred, when you go out there, you have to eat. He was like, it's going to be $200 a person to eat sushi there, but it's the best sushi you'll ever eat in your entire life.
It's called Nobu, and this place,
Yeah.
I mean, I just had him do omakase, and I did that shit. I was like, he's like, what's your price point? 100, 200%? I was like, I don't know, like 3. He's like, max us out, man. And it was fucking incredible, man. Crab legs and this omakase. They did a freaking foie gras nigiri, and it was like, I never had nigiri like those. Some crazy shit, man. Fucking crazy shit.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, it's it's all right.
Hey.
It's all right.
Hexander wants to know how many pairs of shades you brought.
4 pairs of shades. I got the Pradas. I got these Louis Vuitton ones right here. I got the Versace's, and I just got the Pulse ones too for Saturday night. They're just cool looking. So yeah, you all get to see, expect to see some shots and all the good guns.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not trying to show you my neck, but you know, I got the match.
Oh my God. Are you going to the club tomorrow night? What are you doing tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, we're gonna do this thing, and it's called Meow Wolf's Omega Art. It's like a crazy art exhibit that Meow Wolf does. It's not an art exhibit. It's like a playground for adults with all these crazy. It's like a shopping mall. It's not actually a shopping mall. It's like tunnels and crazy shit and secret rooms and bizarre ass. It's supposed to be some strange stuff. So
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, very, very excited about that. So, but I mean, it's only for a couple hours, so like we'll be doing whatever the hell else everyone else is doing too after that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to catch up with everyone when we get in tomorrow night, man.
Yeah,
So
for
fucking
sure.
excited. So fucking excited.
Dude, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Y'all y'all are severely missed out here. But it's all good. We can do this shit. I cannot wait till we're doing this again and again, man. This is a ton of fun.
Hell yeah.
It's great to be meeting everybody out here.
As long as can't wait to do the big one for the first quarter,
Yeah.
official whatever you call it. So yeah, that's gonna be so cool, man. You are pioneers. You're laying the foundation.
That's right. We all are. We're doing it in person, man. It is cool. It is cool, man. It's cool. So I think I'm gonna say what's up to some folks around here, and then there's a lot of Hexicans here. There's all everybody around here this is all Hex people. Everybody, all these people, all them, they're all Hexicans. So I'm gonna go say what's up to them, and then once I'm done with that, I'll probably jump back on the stream if you guys are streaming up in my hotel room in like 20 minutes or so.
Hell yeah.
If you get a good spot with a good signal, bring a couple people on and have
That's what I'll do. Sounds great.
Awesome.
I'll catch y'all in a little bit.
Later, brother.
So yeah, that's fun.
Oh.
Yeah, that looks like a blast.
So much shenanigans will be happening.
Yes.
Do you have any spots you guys like out there in particular? I haven't been in years, but
Me neither.
it's changed so much since I've been there. But anything? When was the last time you were there, Freddie?
I've never been. It's funny, man. Like, my 40th birthday is next year, and my wife was like, we are going to plan a huge trip. All our friends were going to go out there and party in Vegas for your 40th since you've never been. And then this popped up, and she's like, man, it's kind of stealing the thunder. And I'm like, it's all good. We'll still do it again next year for my 40th.
Scout some stuff out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm pumped, man. Like, all my buddies, like all my friends who I've onboarded, we have a group text. And my one buddy was there last weekend, Burner, with a couple of his frat buddies. He went to Arizona, and they go out there once a year just to do ratchet shit. And I was like, man, I wish it was going to be next weekend. We'll be out there. He was like, you got to hit that sushi place, man. The one that Big Kurk just went to. He was like, you have to go there and get sushi. It's the best sushi you'll ever eat in the entire world. So that might be on the list. I think on Sunday I might put something together because it's just like a chill, relaxed day. There's like nothing really super planned, but I might do like a brunch meetup or something. Like have Maddie tweet it out that if everyone wants to come and hang out on like Sunday at like noon or 1 o'clock during the day, grab some lunch and just kick it. Because I want to meet everybody, man. And I know I'm getting there a little bit late, but I guess better late than never. But I still want to meet everybody. I got plans for Sunday night, but during the day Sunday, it'd be cool to catch up. But nothing really.
Do we know like the schedule? Like when is the drop of the testimonial compilation? Does anybody know that? Because I've been looking forward to that. I think it's Markable's been putting like everybody's together, so I think it'd just be cool to see them all in one spot. Because
I think
I saw part 1 on Twitter already or something.
Yeah, Maddie posted something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think the entire thing is out yet, but I think it's being segmented into small parts.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they were like all getting in a room and watching it together. Or if that's I didn't know how that was rolling, or what the schedule was like, or anything like that. So, yeah, I don't know. Any thoughts from either of you for what you would like to see next year? For like this Maddie has called this like the first Hexcan meetup, which it is. It's like the grand spectacular, of a bunch of us getting together. But for as Chaos has talked about, RG3 and Maddie have, I think I saw them discussing today, discussing like the conference next year. Anything you'd like to see? Like I know Freddie probably love like music and stuff like that, and like make it a production. Like we have some really production capable people here. I think was Crypto King runs a Discourse Syndicate network, combined with our music talents, DJ Cryptomatic like running a set somewhere. Doing some of our live shows there, Discourse Syndicate. I'd love to do a happy hour during the conference. All sorts of stuff. But you guys have any ideas in chat? Throw them in here as well. But yeah.
What do you think, Vince?
I would actually like to have it during March, March 6 through 9, so we get that 369.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I think that makes a lot of sense. And if it were in Vegas around that time, it'd be a lot cooler. So yeah, don't have to worry about the heat in June. So
Yeah, what is the temp out there? Like 115 or something?
Dude, I checked the
think so.
temperature.
Yeah.
Tomorrow and Sunday are like 116.
Nice.
Sunday's
crap.
116.
Wow.
And my wife was like, "Oh, it's a dry heat." I'm like, "So it's 116 degrees. Like, what the hell?"
Yeah, that's still pretty bad.
Yeah, that would be cool,
Yeah.
man. The 369 March
Yeah.
16th or whatever it is. But
Yeah. Other than that, then yeah, I hope it can turn out like the virtual conference that we had. So a lot
that
of
was really
panels
cool.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I really like to see too. It's like I know Nerd Girl has called some of these events an echo chamber, which they are to a degree, because if you're having a conference about one specific coin or topic, then it's going to be
it's naturally going to be an echo chamber.
Yeah.
No matter what. But it's also one, a chance to pump yourselves up, which the conferences are for, and two, to either put on a good display like I think Hexkins would do, or a not so good display like we saw with the Bitcoin conference. So there's that marketing opportunity there. I think Bitcoin kind of dropped the ball there with that whole thing. But that could be something that show up what to do or how we can surely improve. Not that we need to to know how or what to improve on, but
I would love to have
DJ Cryptomatic, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
and
that'd be awesome.
I floated the idea of a roast of Richard Hart in the past too, which would be fun.
That would be fun. That would be super cool. I would definitely want there to be a club night where DJ Cryptomatic is the DJ at whatever club that we go to, and we go out, and any of the Hexicans, Corey and a bunch of new guys are starting to do tracks too. So like, I would love to be able to have all the artists be able to get up there and perform their music or set or whatever it may be. I think that would be awesome, man. I think Hexicans alone would fill out the club. So we would have to try to get like an entire club all to ourselves. Think of how much we've grown in the last year, and think of how much we will grow in the next year, and all of the people that would be there for this, man. This would be, God, it would be so epic. It would be huge. It would be so big. But that would be dope, man. Like the happy hour live, and then the effing hangout live, or whatever night it is, whatever days they are, like all the streams, like get Hex Asians in there, get everybody. The morning, wake up with Hex and Kinetics and everybody. That would be freaking awesome. Just to have one stage where the Discourse Syndicate or whatever network is constantly, whoever's time frame it is to be up there, it's live streamed from this one stage, and that one stage, awesome. Like we would do the happy hour from that stage, and then everything else. I think that would be so freaking cool, man.
Yeah, you're exactly on my wavelength, and hopefully that's at the beginnings of what RG and Matt and whoever else gets in.
I am sure they are going to make that happen. I mean, I haven't spoken with them. I have no idea, but how fucking cool would that be? How cool would that be?
That would be amazing.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have people showing up just for that. Like, you'd have an audience for that, people up on stage. Oh my God, that's so freaking cool.
And with like high quality video and audio, and I appreciate, like last night, for anybody who was checking it out, Matty streamed on his channel kind of like the initial welcome meeting, which will go down in like the Hex lore archives, because of like, him and Kareem, and the camera was back, and Hexkins were going crazy, stuff they were saying. It was awesome. So that's and what Cryptomatic, I had held this on the screen. We should also have panel discussions on stage, breakout sessions for technicals, how to stake, security, et cetera, et cetera. I totally agree with that. Like, just build it out, something for everyone, new, old, obviously the, OGs, and, any recent Hexkin, will have, an absolute blast. They won't have to, maybe learn as much or something like that. It'll just be a rally kind of event, or not that we need it, but still just a setting of our own to
There were people in some of the chats the other night and on Twitter saying, hey, I thought this was going to be more of like an informative event. I guess it's just a meetup. So there were already people who were there this year who thought that it was going to be more of an informative type thing, where they would be able to do stuff instead of just a meetup. So I mean, the demand is already there. It's just a matter of being able to fulfill the need for it.
And I think it was smart of Matty to call it a meetup too, because it's kind of loose and informal. They're doing a bunch of fun things, and and you know, in a conference type setting, what you think of that. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get the word out and, you know, you're bringing new eyeballs and ears into it, they're seeking out information. And if they're, you know, like you were saying, you know, already looking, then that's potential right there. Like knowledge at the conference, but also a good part of entertainment would just be amazing as we all have. Yeah, as we have it all in the community. Absolutely. And that's why this community is the best in crypto. We got
even like a meet and greet, man, because there's so many people who I want to meet, and I know I'm not going to be able to meet everybody this time because I think Hexologist is leaving tomorrow. I don't think he's staying till Monday, and I have been every day. I'm like, Hexo, stay till Monday. Stay till. I was like, stay till Monday. Stay till Monday. Like, man, but I would wait in line to meet Hexologist. I know I probably don't have to, but I would literally stand in line to meet that dude. Like, me too. I think that would be cool to have like tables to where people can come up or like just meet and greet sessions. I don't know. Maybe it's stupid. Maybe you'll just meet them as everyone's out.
Legend.
Right. That is freaking awesome.
Yeah, he's worth waiting in line for.
Yeah. But everyone, man, like everybody. Yeah. I can't wait to meet both of you guys in person, man. Give you big hugs. Like, it's going to be awesome, man. It's so cool.
I'm an imposter.
Imposter.
That
was one of the jokes.
That was the,
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Hexadente had a funny tweet. He was like, "Yeah, if everybody could just do their Twitter handle, that'd be great."
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. My name is.
My name is your Twitter handle, like right here. I retweeted that this morning. That's brilliant. Yeah, I'm sure there's like people who are gonna like, especially for being on stream, and I hate the word influencer because I don't think we try to influence anybody. We just try to teach people and then welcome people into the family, right? So it's not like I'm not trying to influence you to do anything, but I would like for you to learn about the product and all this stuff. So if you're on stream and people recognize you and then they come up to you and you're like, that's why I was saying, Motley, how many pictures have you taken in the past 24 hours? I bet people are constantly coming up to him like, oh, can I get a picture with you, bro? Can I get a picture with you, bro? Like between him and Hexo and Big Kurk, all the guys, everyone who's on streams, man, like it would be hard to recognize or remember everybody's name. So next year, that's one thing, man. We'll notate this down. Next year, everyone who comes gets a "Hi, my Twitter handle is" sticker, and then everyone can just like you recognize people from who they are.
See, we're sharing ideas already for the think tank. So perhaps you know, RG and Matt look here first, and we have your first fan club member in line, Freddie.
I'm so humbled by like this community, man. Like I feel I try not to put myself up on a pedestal. Like I know the song is really good and I know people like the song and I've had people reach out to me about it, but I try not to like develop the mentality that, oh yeah, I wrote this song and blah, blah, blah. This is who I am. So it's cool, man. Like I'm so humbled by everybody in the community. I'm just super humbled by everyone in the community, man. Like I want to meet every freaking Hexagon, man. I want to meet everybody and just kick it and sit down and just eat a steak dinner. And I cannot wait to just know everybody, right? We see each other on Twitter and on streams and this and that, and we talk. And a lot of us have conversations back and forth in like direct messages or through text or whatever. But to be able to be in person and see everyone and meet everyone, man, I am so freaking stoked for that. I'm so freaking ready for that.
And DJ is spot on here. It is a lot of work to get this all dialed in. A full-time job for a couple months, pretty much. I don't know if we can pull this off.
Yeah. I think you're underestimating us, man.
Yeah, it was cool to see Maddie get out there early with Kareem because. I mean, if you're one of the main organizers of this or the organizer, like that is your time to chill. And it was good to see him chill for a few days before all this. Now he's handing out T-shirts and running the organizing and stuff like that. So
shaking hands, passing out, making sure everything's organized, making sure it runs smoothly. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, man. What's good, Coconut? Song is dope, Freddie.
Thank you. Wait till y'all hear this new track I'm working on. Nice. Wait till you hear this new track I'm working on.
Are you rapping about pulses?
No, I don't know shit about Pulse, man. Like as soon as I know something about it, I'm gonna 100% put a Pulse track out.
Mm.
Usually
there's
when
a lot of wordplay potential in there. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%,
for sure.
100%. Like most of my music, like I have an idea for it, and like I had the idea for Hexakin Anthem for a long time, but I didn't find the right beat. And then I found the beat, and I was like, "This is the beat." Like I'm feeling that. That's what's going to motivate me to it. And I've wanted to write something about crypto or hex, but I just haven't found the right beat. Well, about a week ago, I found this beat, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm going to massacre everybody! All these stupid influencers who run their mouth." It's basically just a diss track to everyone who runs their mouth about hex and calls it a scam, and it's just. I am going to absolutely murder some people on this track, man. And it's just I've already started, and like I'm sharing like a couple of bars like I've already written. I'm like sending them out to like people who like I've onboarded and friends and stuff, and they're like, "Bro, wow." And I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, every single bar, even the guy who records me, I go over to his studio and record all my music. He was like, "Take your time on this one, man," because he was like, "I see where it's going, and I want every single bar to be quality. I don't want you to put any filler in this. I want it to be 3 minutes of straight massacre." So I'm pumped, man. I am super excited. I've been texting a bunch of Hexicans like, "Hey, who would you like to see called out?" And I'm probably not going to be able to include everyone because there's a lot of stupid people who call Hex a scam and hate on it. But yeah, but it's going to be, oh my God. Oh my God.
Can't wait.
Like I kind of want to share like 1 or 2 bars, but I'm like one of my buddies, Ryan, he Hexagon 720. He was like, "Just be careful with putting stuff out there early, man, if you don't want stuff getting out." So I probably won't. But oh my God, oh the beat goes so hard. It's like I even messaged Richard. I mean, he's so freaking busy, man. He probably. Let me check. I doubt that he's responded to me, but I was like, "Hey, is there anyone that you would want held accountable?" Say what?
Kinetics is responding to you right now.
A lot of people. Oh, rap battle.
Yeah, I'll rap battle with you, man. I can freestyle, but usually when I freestyle, I like to have been drinking a little bit because I don't think about it. I sometimes I get in my head too much when I like try to freestyle. But if I've been drinking, I can just kind of go like that. But Tone Vase. Well, see, dude, so the other 2 lawyers, one of those lawyers is on the list. So Tone Vase, man, I saw a stream where, well, I've seen a lot of Hexicans say that Tone Vase really is, and I could be completely off base. So tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm trying to do research on this for this song too, because I want to make sure what I'm saying and use direct quotes from people. But Tone Vase is not too far off base with Richard. Like he agrees with a lot of the stuff I feel like that Richard says. I mean, is he like a super hater on the Hexakin party? Watch the news, time of shoes.
I mean, in terms of the hex hate, he's just kind of like a your standard Bitcoin maxi type person.
Yeah,
he just scam.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Someone was saying in one of their streams that I was watching that they felt like for the most part he had kind of backed off that position. Is he still standing there saying Hex
I
is?
think I saw a clip of him 2 weeks ago, and he called it a scam again. So
yeah,
I don't think he backed off. I think he probably just got automatically silenced by the price chart. But
yeah, I'll crucify him.
Maybe he's just less vocal about it lately.
I'll make sure he's in there. So a lot of the people.
Oh man,
Johnny
if you do
Chaos.
like the sound effect of the da da da. There it is, dude.
100%. I'll put it as an ad lib. 100%.
Yeah.
I can do that. 100%. So I've been asking some Hexicans, dude, Johnny Chaos. I was like, bro, if you could see anyone held accountable for what they've said about Hex, like, what is it? Like, I was tweeting some people last week. Johnny Chaos sent me a list like this long of people. I'm like, bro, you want me to name all these people in a song? He's like, bro.
It's a lot to do in 3 minutes.
I was like, dog, I can't even. So it's to the point now where I feel like I have to. Let me go back and see. I'll read off the list that Johnny Chaos gave to me just because it's so. It's like, what the hell, bro? All right, so Johnny said, legit, that's the list that he gave me. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a lot of people. Peter McCormick, Elio Trades, Alexander's Tone Vase, Sonny Decree, Crypto Zombie, Omar, Scott Miller, Box Mining, Austin
Elliot
from
Chase,
Altcoin Daily. What'd you say?
I just kind of run it first, or you're listing them off. It was like Elliot Trays, somebody, Tone Vase. Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah.
Peter McCormick's you have
I mean,
to,
that's
they're a must-have. Peter McCormick, Tone Vase, and I'm sure there are others.
Yeah.
Who are the must-have, chat? Let me know.
the one that really upset me was Omar, because I used to watch him. Like I
Mhm.
followed him, and like back in 2016, 2017, whatever. Like he was one of the people that I watched during that last bull run. And to see him just instantly write Hex off, and just the ignorance that he put out there and spewed without knowing the product or anything about it, just talking shit, just probably because he doesn't like Richard. And that's really mostly what it stemmed from. I lost so much respect for that bitch. I swear to God, I lost so much respect for him. Like, he'll probably be one of the ones that I call out. More of like, when like your parents say, "I'm disappointed in you," and you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, mom." Like, it just makes you feel bad. That's how I feel about Omar, because that motherfucker should know better, and he shills shit on his channel all fucking day long, and then he's gonna sit there and call Hex a scam. That shit pissed me off, man. I was like, "You're a bitch, dude. You're such a bitch."
Yeah, Tune C. Yeah, the whole series on
including Ethereum.
Oh yeah, he called that a scam the whole time. Texter had I'm looking for Texter's comment here. Was someone watching the stream with the gentleman of crypto earlier? I was not. What happened, Texter?
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah,
he had Reggie on yesterday. And all the Hexicans went in.
I hated
and
that
all the
one.
Hexicans went in and were like destroying him. It was funny. They were like 10 million. It was like a $9.5 million fine that he had to pay back all the people or whatever. So everyone was just trolling about the $10 million that he had to pay back for being a scammer.
And then calling other things a scam that aren't. It's just like, man, just cut your losses, bro. And brutal.
It's bad how bad these people clout chase. They literally just do it for likes and views. It's like they sell their souls out to the crypto devil, man, or the social media devil.
And Coffee had a great tweet earlier. Just, I think it was like a couple hours ago. It was like, it's cool. Like, you're trying to get credit by clout chasing Hex now, in a way, just mentioning Hex in a tweet and getting more views. Because that's what it is. It's like you have a lot of these haters who have no follows or anything like that. I mean, relatively little, and they see their other Bitcoin leaders try to chirp Hex even after the price chart, and it's like, man, we see what you're doing. And then of course they get the engagement because Hexicans are just like, oh no.
So I started a Twitter thread earlier today, and I said, let's start a wall of shame. And I started a tweet, and I posted this fucking loser who's a cheese dick. And I was like, look, man, he was calling Hex a scam. So I screenshot it, put it up there. I said, all Hexicans, if you know anyone who's talking trash, screenshot it and post it to this thread. We just need to start a wall of shame of all these losers. They need to be held accountable, man. These people need to be called out. And it's kind of like masks, and people are going to say what they say about the mask, but I didn't wear a mask. And if you told me about it, I got in your face just as loud and louder than you got in my face, because I wasn't going to have anyone tell me what I need to do or what I should be doing. So if you're going to be in my business to tell me that I need to do something, the only way to stop people from doing that is to get back in their face and go 10 times harder. And I would do that. And when people would say something to me about a mask, I'd be loud and I'd be just as ignorant as them, and I'd put it back on them. And you know what? After a while, people just stopped asking me. I would go into the grocery store. I would do this. I would do that. And no one fucked with me. So I was like, all right, cool. So if people are going to sit there and call us a scam, we need to be in their face. We need to chirp their shit. We need to fucking chew them a new asshole and make sure that they fucking regret messing with Hexicans. This song I'm writing is going to crucify these motherfuckers. I'm telling you guys, man. Like, I'm getting so amped just thinking about it. I'm getting so fucking amped thinking about it. Like, the Hexican anthem went viral in the Hexican community. This song is going to go viral in all of crypto. I'm telling you, it's just going to call out all these fake fucks and how they make their money and selling and getting rich off of other people getting fucking screwed, man. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Nice. Yes, wall of shame. Post your people who call Hex a scam on Twitter. Take a screenshot, go to my Twitter, I'm Freddie Quotes, and then tag these people and post screenshots. Tag the people in the post and then call them out. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. We are going to end these motherfuckers.
It is the letter I am Freddie Quotes.
I am Freddie Quotes. I'm Freddie Quotes. Yep.
This is the real version.
Right.
The real Freddie.
Man, I try to be humble. I try to stay low key, but I swear to God, if you mess with my friends or my family, man, I will bite your head off. I will bite your head off.
You're
Yeah.
getting a request in chat now, so yeah.
Coin market crap. I'll definitely include them.
Yeah, so
I'm
I
just
wanted to ask
tired
you
of it.
too. Or on how did it feel, man? Just like personally to have a truck or trucks with your jam blasting at the Bitcoin conference.
Yeah.
Because
So
I think I've seen you in chat, but it's the first time we've seen you on stream. But man, how'd that feel? Because that's got to be like the coolest feeling.
Brother, man, like, so I saw it and I was like, what? And like, it just kind of caught me off guard. I think Johnny said something about it. It was during this stream. It was during happy hour and Johnny was talking about it. And I was like, what? What is he talking about? And I went and I looked it up and I just went to my wife. I was like, babe, look at this. Look at this. I'm blasting right now down in Miami to all the people at the Bitcoin conference. And she was like, that's great, babe. She's like supportive, but she just doesn't get it. That's why I want her to come this weekend so bad so she can meet everybody and then like understand it. But man, it's such an awesome feeling, man. And like the tweet with Maddie the other day, like if you want to learn the lyrics before the main event, blah blah blah, like that is so cool, man. Like it's such a privilege. It's just a privilege. That's the only way that I can put it, man. I'm very lucky. I'm very blessed, and I'm just grateful to be in a fucking community where the people are so awesome. Like, and I say it in the song, like we're not a cult, just we're family. You know what I'm saying? It's like I literally feel like I would go to battle with all of my brothers and sisters in HEX over anything else, man. Like I would be there. And if someone was in a bar and someone was getting hype, I'd be that dude right behind you, like, let's go. Like, I'm lucky, man. I'm lucky to be a part of this family. I'm very blessed. And the one thing that I love the most about Hexicans is that we all strive for truth, right? Like even the code it's got a truth engine written into it. Like truth, if you follow truth, you will always find the right way. Like the path won't always be easy, but if you look for truth, you will always be shown the right way, man. And I don't know, I love Hexicans. Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, I think the trucks in Vegas had the lyrics, didn't they, or some of them?
Yeah, so Seth Mendoza, I think is his name. Is he there? What's up, brother?
Seth is here currently. Yes, that is
Is
true.
he? Okay.
Yeah, I met him. He's a fantastic gentleman. Thank you.
I want to meet him
Appreciate it.
so bad.
Yeah,
he's the one who made that video. He's the one who put the lyric video together. Like that dude. I got to meet him, man. He's so cool. And he did that. He just was like, dude, check out this video I made for you. And I was like, bro, this is freaking awesome. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, this is so cool. I definitely want to meet him this weekend, man.
Nice.
Yeah, he's out in force for sure. I've seen him everywhere.
Good. Good.
Open the curtains, sirs.
Awesome.
Welcome to the Bellagio penthouse level. Fantastic views.
Wow.
Lovely place.
Would you do a tour? We can give you full screen, bro.
Okay, yeah, give me the full screen. I'll give you the tour. So, penthouse suite. So we've got how many bathrooms does a penthouse suite have? We've got one up front, just your little half bath. You got the bar room area here. Drinks and bottles and all the rest. You got some champagne about to be popped. Now in the other room we've got the bathroom in the other room is the firest part of this whole fucking joint, and you got the deluxe one bathroom. You're like, oh, that's pretty cool. You got the full-on tub here, whirlpool tub, luxurious tub, your own little shit box. So when it stinks, you just close that. Very important, very important. Fantastic amenities in this place. But then you're like, wait a minute, there's still more. Is there a third bathroom in this joint? Yeah, exactly. Well, there's a tub in the other room. So you're going to have a shower. And if you got the shower, you're going to have a steamer in there too. Because what else is a place like this without a steamer? Oh yeah, and don't forget the TV in the mirror TV. Who doesn't need a mirror TV? I need a mirror TV. And of course, shit box as well over here, Besides that, plenty of closet space and all the rest for your robes and loveliness. And then, yes, this fantastic corner room view of the strip. Vegas, baby. Sorry, TV, Vegas, baby. Yes. Yes. So yeah, that's the main part of the tour. I mean, now if you really want to extra baller it out, which we did, you can also have the attached room next door here as well. But to be fair, it's just a standard double, so like you don't gotta look at that. It's all good. So yeah, welcome to the suite, gentlemen.
Dude, the
how's
best
everybody
part
doing?
good, man. The best part of that entire showing was your cameraman following you around.
Yeah. Oh, like this little gem right here, guys.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, like this little gem. Hey,
Oh,
Richard,
yeah.
I got this for $500, half price, dog.
Fucked up.
Half price. I know.
I think he was saying he
That
paid
thing
1,000 on
retailed-
stream.
Yeah, he got a deal too. That thing retailed at like almost 2 Gs. It was like $1,800 or something like that. Go figure. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Nice.
here we are. Let me pour myself a little more of my favorite cab, of course.
Archie's. I'm used to hostels, not posh hotels. LOL.
I mean, I am too. I mean, I can do both. I can live in the moment and
I
the
can
hood as
camp.
well.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
I was just in an old San Juan eating hot dogs in La Perla, so you know I'm not above any of it, you know.
You won the best reception award because Motley was having struggles earlier.
Yes, I have. I saw that. I was like, man, it's really rough. I feel like my sound is probably okay too. I mean, it's not as
Perfect.
crisp
It's
as-
good. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Kick ass.
Yeah, and Tripod was saying put some hex charts on Mirror TV. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
Oh, hex charts in the Mirror TV. I like it. To be
Yeah.
fair, we've been raging too hard for me to figure out the audio video technicalities here. I'm really messed with it. We went out to. Oh yeah, I told you what we did. Whatever. So what's going on in Hexland? What's going on in the happy hour world?
We've seen a couple whale buys.
Really?
Yeah.
About an hour ago, there was a $250,000 USD buy.
Ooh, $250,000
Yeah.
buy. I'll take it.
USD.
There were a
Hey.
couple of them there.
Can't
I was
complain
talking a
with
little
that.
bit about the new song I'm working on, calling out these influencers and stupid people in the industry.
This is gonna be great, man. I'm excited to hear it, man. I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah.
I imagine that it's a fun one to write too, because of
Yep.
you know all of what we dealt with. It's probably pretty exciting to put together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Super excited, man. I might give you a little preview here when I see you guys this weekend. So
Kick ass. Looking forward to
Nice.
it.
yep. Want to keep it under wraps and low key. It's taken some time for this one because I want to do some research on it and make sure that I'm accurate with what I'm saying about people. So I've been watching streams, but
Making sure
How's
you're
the
getting your
heli-
disses 100% correct. I like it.
100%. Yep. Hold people accountable. How was the helicopter this morning, man? That sounds awesome.
Dude, that
Bro.
was out of control. Awesome. I mean, I've done some cool ass shit in my life, you know, but like, first of all, a helicopter had never been won, which like, it's a really interesting feeling of flight. You know, it's very different than being on a plane. I mean, as soon as you take off, you feel that like levity moment where you're like, I am a lot lighter right now. You know, it's a crazy feeling. And then yeah, I mean when they do some of those hairpin turns and when they make some of those maneuvers, man, you're strapped into basically a normal airplane seatbelt, you know, but you're hanging right outside open windows to like, whoa, holy shit, it was crazy, yeah. And then getting to unload a friggin' belt-fed 5.56s on some targets.
That's awesome.
And they're pretty funny. They're like, oh, we're coming to see some enemy bogeys up here to the right. We're gonna check them out. You know, they're you know, and it was to get the headsets on and everything. So it was awesome. It was a fantastic. Like that was super cool. And then we got to shoot a Barrett 50 cal too. That thing is like
Yeah.
the
You could feel it in your chest.
Oh man, that
What's so
kick.
crazy about it is that like I've held 12 gauge shotguns that hurt more on my shoulder. Like when you're
Right.
pressed and you hit it right, it's smooth and beautiful. For that cone of where you are laying and in, it's great. Everyone else around you outside is like, whoa, holy shit. Like you know it's coming, you still are like, damn. It's loud and forceful, man. So that was a treat. That was a real treat. And getting the other guns that they let us fire, you get to flip that semi out of full auto and let it fucking rip. And that's if you ever get a chance to play with the full auto, I don't don't waste your time with the semi. Just let that
Oh,
shit
yeah.
rip.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's
Yeah,
cool,
so
man.
yeah, that was a hell of an experience. Next thing we got to do is shoot some hogs down from helicopters. That shit would be fun.
I have a buddy who owns a hog management company in Texas. We could literally do that anytime you want, bro.
Fuck yes, dude. Fuck yes.
Yeah.
We are definitely doing that shit. So we used to do back in like, it reminds me, because they're super invasive and they eat everything, they fuck shit up. It reminds me a lot of in like the like Ohio River and up to the Mississippi and shit. There's these invasive ass carp. There's like, oh, what's up? There's these super invasive ass carp that like eat everything. Asian carp that got here somehow. You know, somebody got them and left them in the water or whatever, and they jump too. So like, if you troll with your moat going like, you know, kind of cruising, they're like, it's like Mario fish, man. These things jump all over the place, like insane amounts of them. So we would like, my buddy had a badass aluminum bottom boat, and we'd troll down the river, and like everybody like on like ready on their all four, like ready to hit it, and these things would come flying at you, dude, and you just redirect them into the boat, and we'd catch like 40 of these things in like 15 minutes, dude. 40,
Dude,
like,
I've seen videos of that on YouTube where people start driving and then just fish are like just flying into the boat.
Dude, and if you're just like a dude alone on the water, it's dangerous. It is straight up dangerous. People have gotten knocked out and got hit over the head and fallen and drowning and shit. You know, it's no joke. So they're like the carp killers of the Mississippi, man, and they go and they'll rip out all the gills and then toss it back, and that's all you can do, and there's no way to really stop them from being so invasive, but damn, it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, hell yeah. Where is that at?
They've moved their way up through all of those rivers, so like the Ohio, the Mississippi, the Missouri, all that shit that spreads out from all those from the Mississippi and shit. They've worked their way up through those estuary, those routes and shit, and now they really fuck shit up.
University girls, that's trouble. Jesus.
Oh yeah. So I mean, you know, it's a worthy cause, you know, and fun and exciting, you know.
Yeah. So I'm going to the Outer Banks next weekend, and we chartered a boat. We're doing a deep sea trip. So obviously not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. So like I don't know, 10 days from now, 12 days from now, dude. I'm so pumped, man. But the fishing and hunting, all that stuff, I'm a huge fan of all of it. And once I finally get fully retired from HEX,
thank you,
dude. One of the guys I onboarded, he's a bomb tech for the White House. He's got a goal, a HEX goal. He's like, dude, I want to kill 7 birds, 7 mammals, and 7 fish on 7 different continents. So I'm like, that is awesome. He was telling me, though, he was like, Antarctica is going to be a little tough. He's probably going to have to just do like tranquilizers for some sort of like college study or something down there, because it's hard. You can't really hunt anything there. But all right,
yeah, that's true. I was going to say,
that's going to be cool.
That will be
cool. You going for tuna there, Freddie?
I am. Yep. Wahoo and tuna and mahi mostly, and then if we catch like enough to bring home a bunch or whatever, I'd like to string up some marlin. But
nice.
I'll post pictures and have videos of that, man. It's so fun. Have you guys ever been deep sea fishing before?
I have once before.
Go ahead.
I have once before. It's a blast. You know, it's even better when you do a boat where like they set everything up for you. They do it all, and they basically just hand you a reel and are like, pull this fish in, please.
Yeah, basically.
Which is still, I mean, we went. A buddy of mine actually with us on this little adventure. We went rooster fishing and off of Costa Rica, and man, those bitches fight hard. Like I fought the second one that I pulled in. I fought with it for like maybe 15, 18 minutes, and like about 5 or 8 minutes afterwards, I puked my fucking brains out. It was a tough fight, not gonna lie. So
what kind of fish was it?
Rooster fish. They're mostly sport fishing and shit, but they're bad. Like I said, sport and difficult sport. They'll give you a hell of a fight.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, so like wahoo is my favorite fish to eat. From the sea. I did last year when I went to the Outer Banks, I went spearfishing, which was really, I'd never done that before, but again, same thing. My buddy was a bomb tech. He was like, dude, we got to do this. So we took a boat out. We went out like 10 miles and I had fins on and a snorkel and like no scuba gear, like literally just no tank, no nothing. It's just hold your breath, go down as low as you can. And I was swimming, man. It was wild. There were like schools of thousands of fish that came up at me, and I was like, "Oh my god, dude!" It was kind of freaky, but it was really cool. Now that I think about it, like swimming in the open ocean 10 miles out, like, and watching like these Shark Week videos and all this stuff, it's like I have this app on my phone that tracks sharks like all throughout the world. And like there's one that comes in like right into the shore on the Outer Banks, and it's like an 18-foot, and it's thousands of pounds. It's like, why am I open swimming in the water 10 miles out, man? But that was pretty cool, man. We got a bunch of fish last year, but I think that's cool. And that was just like free diving, like no tanks. No, that was pretty awesome. But yeah, dude, we should set up a trip where we get everyone together and we do like a deep sea trip. I actually have a spot open on the boat. There's like, we can have 6 people on the boat, and right now there's only 5 of us. So if anyone wants to come to the Outer Banks on July 6th, I got a spot on a boat if you want to come out and go fishing with us.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. Allow me to do those cool things. Heck yeah. So I know this has been a chill stream, and we'll reset because it's top of the hour, but yeah, it's pretty much chill stream with all our Hexkins in Vegas. Still, we have like half our viewership, so that's kind of cool, even though most of our dudes are chilling in Vegas. But Finbear asked if we would like to get on topic for a minute. What if Pulse Chain launches in 10 days? How you feeling, Kirk? Any inclination?
I'm expecting it. I'm expecting it. I'm fully expecting to come home and like get a very short break before the reality of all this is upon us. So yeah, I would gear up for it. I think that we're gonna get the free pass for the weekend, but like don't expect much longer than that. I mean, if you're looking at a Telegram group, which somehow in between all this shit, I found my time to. Richard posted some screenshots. I don't know if you all discussed the screenshots yet. Have you?
No, not yet. But he did put the tweet out, which was crazy. We have to be getting close if he's putting that stuff up, man.
If he's showing tweets like that, then yes, we are definitely getting close. He wouldn't like give up front end knowledge of what it's going to look like without them being insanely close. So yeah, I would, like I said, I'm very excited. That's just, it pumps me up even more for this. Like I said, I'm a kid in the candy store, enjoying myself fully out here. It's great. It's great. And then know that that I get to come back, and as soon as we do, it's going to be game time. It's going to be time to make some moves, for everybody. And everybody who's been doing this, all of y'all who've been paying attention to us for as long as you have, you've probably onboarded some people, right? So if that's the case, then like you guys probably have some work to do talking to those people that might not be paying as close attention as you, so everyone's going to be busy. Everyone's going to be busy for this whole 30 days. I feel like, I mean, I know I will be. Because like, it's a job, man. And it's one that I'm excited to do because it's going to be worth it for a lot of people to be a part of it, So I mean, I keep telling people this, man, there's 35, well, I guess we went up now. It's like almost 36,000 plus staked addresses. It's still so small, man.
Yep.
Man, it's so small. So small. And we're getting a lot of people very excited in Vegas too, like wanting to know what the hell all of us are doing Photoshop for, why this crew is so excited, yelling Hexicans and go Hex, go and shit in the lobbies, and it's great. It's great. It's awesome experience.
Nice.
Question for
the felonies and misdemeanors verbiage. Is that just teasing something, or could that be like a new thing? Because that's kind of funny.
Yeah, I was curious about that.
I don't know. I mean, like, I think there might be more to it. I think there definitely might be more to it, but I can't. I mean, like,
Now it's talking about validators, I think, specifically. But
that might be, yeah. Which, I mean, that's going to be, honestly, there's a huge part of me that is excited to not think too much about that side of the system. I mean, I'm going to pay attention to it and learn as much as I can, but I mean, I know it goes into being a node validator, and it's hard work. You have to have technical abilities and a good setup. So, like I said, that's I don't know if you know about the Puerto Rico internet, but it's not exactly triple redundant fiber optics out here. So, I don't think I'll be validating any blocks anytime soon on Pulse.
How about pooling?
About what?
Pooling.
You know, I mean, yeah, people are going to do that, but how is it working out for ETH staking? The second biggest pool in ETH 2.0 staking just like lost the private keys for everyone's information. So bye.
What?
Oh, so like, yeah, so like millions of dollars, I think billions. I'm not sure exactly how much. I can't remember. It wasn't like the second biggest is much smaller than the rest of them. It was like lost, like, so like a dude in a suit screws you instead of like a dude on the street, I guess, you know, like it, it's no better, man. I don't know. I'm just not, you have to have a very, like, you have to trust people that you're getting involved with the pool with, to what I feel like a really high degree. I mean, because you're not just, it's not just the blockchain. It's not like you're just, you know, oh, here's the code of the smart contract and it works as it is. It's not like that. It's like the real world factors matter in that stuff, you know? So like black swan events, which could be just natural disasters, could fuck your shit up and get you slashed. Like, what? I don't want to have any part of that. I'm good on that. Cause like, I don't know if you've noticed, but like weather be crazy, man. Like I can't guarantee. I mean, you remember recently, how many times has like there been big giant floods in China and like huge mining operations like just ruined, you know? That's happened like a couple different times. I mean, I remember seeing the videos of like just ruined mining structures, you know, because of what happened and like some of those valleys where they had like a power plant next to the mining station. I mean, this was a couple of years ago, but like, I mean, that stuff can happen to anybody's anything, you know? I mean, whereas the whole beauty of the smart contract is like, that's not supposed to happen ever, even if 90% of the network goes down, like HEX still is operational. So, you know, I'm just very wary on that. I'm not saying don't, and I'm sure there's some smart people out there that are like, that listen to me say that and get energized at the idea of doing it and or proving me wrong and or being smarter than me, and like all more power to them. By all means, go for it. You know, I'm just telling you where I at my comfort level and what I feel about it.
I got some questions for you guys, and I know that, you know, if you don't want to, it's all good, but a lot of people would love to know price predictions. So my friends are all like, oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What do you think is going to happen here? Do you think Pulse, or do you think HEX hits this when the sacrifice is announced, and this and that and this and that? So if you had to guess, what would your prediction be at the sacrifice announcement, saying, hey, look, we're launching the sacrifice, at the end of sacrifice, and then at the beginning of the mainnet launch? What would you estimate? What would you guess? I'll start.
For HEX or for Pulse?
For HEX. So I'm thinking that when we see the announcement for sacrifice, we'll see 25 cents within 3 days. I think that by the end,
in 3 days, huh?
Yeah, I think we'll see at the end of the sacrifice $1, and I think we see $3 to $4 by mainnet launch within 2 weeks after mainnet launch. Yeah. That's my guess.
I love. I'm gonna have to go clean out my pants real quick. Get out of here. No, that's incredible. I mean, like, I can see that. It's. I don't know.
Here, let me preface that one more thing too. It does seem high, but if you guys remember, Richard said in that live stream with that one guy, the trader guy who he was on there with, he was like, Galaxy Brain, what happens if the people who are in charge of the sacrifice just don't like all these shit coins and then dump them for HEX? So when you start looking at how much is going to get sacrificed in 30 days of these shit coins, you're talking millions of dollars. And if $1 million buys go in, if a $10 million buy gets us to what, $1? An $80 million buy gets us to $10, I think. I don't know if what the stats are right now on it, but it doesn't take much to get us to those levels. So if they are, right, or if they dump that shit and we go into that, by the time Pulse mainnet launches, if it's 2 weeks after the sacrifice ends, we could very easily be sitting at $10 HEX if all that bullshit shit coins are dumped in HEX's bot.
Holy
Think
shit.
about that.
I mean, I can see where you're coming at with that. You know, the old, like, it's very possible. That's a great. I love that sort of fan fiction shit.
Right.
I mean, now I don't want to, like, here I am publicly saying this, so I don't know if it's like smart or not, but whatever. If I was thinking of sacrificing those other coins and I had other bags of those other coins and I like wasn't going to sacrifice all of them, you know, and I thought that was an inkling of what was going to be happening, I don't know if I want to sacrifice my coins to let Richard dump on me and crush the rest of my bag. Now, I mean, most of us Hexkins don't have that problem, so whatever. But like everybody else thinking about playing this game, that other shitcoin game, might have that issue to consider. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I have no idea, but like it's a good. I like it. I like your idea on it. I'm just trying to play out the game theory and what would happen with that a little bit in my head.
Yeah.
But I do see where you're coming at with those numbers, because I mean, if Richard like days ago he was saying that the Sens already has over $4 million of committed money that
Right. He said 7 today, I think, right?
Seven.
He sent out
7 million,
7 million today.
Yeah.
7. So like think about it like this: 7 million is going to donations, like that people have that money to make tax write-offs and shit. So like how much do people out there have to actually dump in to get their full 100%? Probably a lot more. I mean, if we're going by the Catholic rules of 10% tithing, let's just 10x that number. Let's go 70.
Well,
million.
another thing that I would
$70
take into
put in.
consideration. Yeah, well, I mean, look at the AA, and it's different, right? But it was similar. It was a sacrifice chamber. You go and you drop your ETH in, and it's gone, and you don't. You get whatever percentage of whatever comes from that day. And I think on average, and I haven't gone back and done the exact numbers, but there were days where there was not much put in, 100 ETH or whatever. And then there were days there were 25,000 ETH put in. But on average, I would think it would be between 6,000 and 8,000 ETH per day for an entire year. Entire year. So this is 30 days. It's crunched down. So you're going to have more people getting into it. Pulse is going to be the launch for Pulse will be 5 times the size that the launch for Hex was, because so many people thought it was a scam. There's influencers there's developers in the top 10 or top 20 crypto who are getting involved in this, who in like the top 10, 20 market cap. We've seen Gary say it, and then we've seen Richard say it on stream, that they've both talked to people who are top 10 and top 20 market cap. So there's so many more people getting into this, and it's such a smaller time. I think it's safe to say, man, we see tens of millions of dollars in other cryptos put into this. And I mean, okay, so people are like, yeah, we could put them and use them as bridges, whatever. That's beyond my technical understanding of it. But I don't see them keeping and holding on to these other shit coins and cryptos. Like I see them dumping them and buying Hex and managing and doing whatever they can to make sure that the Hex price on Pulse and the Hex price on ETH are high on both and stay bullish.
Yep. That's I mean, I like your case for it. I like that a lot. I think it's great. I mean, I think I do think that there is a huge amount more information. Like, who saw 1000x gains come and didn't say, "Oh, this dude's doing it again. Maybe I'll just try it this time." A lot of people talk shit last time, but I do feel like, well, people still give Hex a lot of shit. Like, where's the FUD on Pulse?
I haven't seen one piece of FUD from anybody about Pulse. Not one article, not one person tweeting about it, nothing.
Either they don't know at all, which is possible. I mean, kind of, but not really.
Yeah, the weirdest thing that it was expected that I saw or heard, and I think it was through Johnny Chaos or X Fabio, whatever he's going by right now, but that Pulse Chain is this is the exit scam. Like this is where, yes. So he's gonna steal everyone's Hex that's worthless Ponzi money. So okay, whatever. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here. That's
New
the exit
FUD.
route. It's hilarious. Okay, fine. It's good. I'm glad you heard that, because like it's good to know what we're up against. But pretty lame FUD. So that's easy. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is it's pretty limited in number, and I mean, you can talk a lot of shit and whatever, but I'm in a Bellagio penthouse because of Hex, so whatever.
Right? Hey, Tripod, basically what Richard said for the Galaxy brains out there, and I'll use a direct quote for the Galaxy brains: what happens if the people who are running the Pulse launch don't like the coins that are sacrificed and they only care about Hex? Basically implying that they have no ties to those coins, and they don't mind if they get dumped and shit on. So if there's tons and tons of these coins sacrificed, they could sacrifice these coins. And what the hell is the Pulse devs and people whoever's in charge? No expectations and of work from anybody, but whoever's in charge, what if they don't like these coins? They don't care what the price of them does, and they just dump. Like, why would they keep those coins when they don't care about them? They would sell those coins, dump the price, and then buy Hex with it and pump the price of Hex.
I mean, even Richard was like, when they were like, "You got some of that Bitcoin still?" And he's like, "Yeah, but I don't want it." You know, like you're not even interested in
hates
Bitcoin. So like, you know,
Right.
you think he's gonna give a shit about your Dogecoin or your fucking Chainlink or where the fuck ever you give to him?
Right.
I don't think so.
Yep.
Unless there's
The
an
EOS that
angle
people
for
donate.
providing liquidity
Right.
with, like you said, bridging liquidity and shit like that. Unless there's an angle that's
Yep.
important to do it there, you know. But I mean, it's a lovely thought, and it's pretty solid actually.
Yeah.
So
And
that brings up an interesting point, though. So if that's the case, Freddie, with that galaxy brain mentality, and I'll just raise this to you, Vince, Kurk, wouldn't the state of the overall crypto market then come into play as to the timing of the launch? Wouldn't you want
100%.
Well, yeah, Richard had said he was trying to get this done. I mean, you saw a bit of regret in him, and that when he was like, "Man, trying to get done before the end of this bull market," you know, like he was trying very hard to make sure things got done before the bull market was over. But like, you know, here we are.
Think of how amazing it's going to be when everything else is tanking. We're in a bear market. Everything else is shitting the bed and going down, and you see Hex and Pulse just going blue, 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 blue. And it's just going to the roof. That's going to draw so many eyes. He's a marketing genius. Like, people don't think about this stuff.
No, it's a long play, man. It's a very long play, and it's not. I mean, like, that's why we have the community that was built slowly, ground up, grassroots styles, because it gives us more effectiveness later on, and more like you know, what's the word for it? Like credo. You know, so like we'll be much better off overall, because like the rest of the marketing can kick up, but it'll feel way more organic when it's all part of what we're doing. You know, and it is. It's awesome.
Yeah, I love Pin Bear's comment here. I find it hard to picture Richard Hart sitting on a pile of Litecoin for any duration of time.
That's true. Exactly. There's a lot of that stuff. That anything that he takes, why is he going to keep it? You know, I just don't. I kind of like your play. I feel like you might have something really good here.
Think about that, though. Like, all the coins that are sacrificed literally are sold. The cause of everything else dumping are people sacrificing it. Everything else dumps, and the cause and effect is the Hex price literally goes the opposite way.
Yeah.
Because these other coins were sacrificed. So not only are they in like all of crypto in a bear market, whatever, it amplifies that bear market. Like, when you start seeing huge sell-offs of those coins, it's just gonna we'll see a 60% dip in one day. Hopefully we could, right, see a 50 or 60% dip in everything else that one day, and see Hex literally go blue, 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 blue. How awesome would that be?
See, that would be incredible.
That would be amazing.
Incredible. So we made a little stop by one of our Hexicans joints on the way over here. I don't know if you see Buddy Cookies.
Nice.
Yes. Their facility here on the Strip is lovely. I was very happy to check it out.
Nice.
So yeah, you know, just enjoying this. I love this. I'm just rolling one up while I listen to this fantastic FOMO talk, man. It's great.
This is awesome.
Is there anything you'd like to share with the crew?
What's that? Anything I'd like to share with the crew?
And any specific technique or a secret or two that
I prefer the little like a little filter on it. So like I'll destroy a pack of papers making my little filters, you know, if I have to. I don't care. And while I'm not a huge fan of these super thin, extra long papers. That's what we got. So, you know, I'll deal with them. Like, no real secret tricks. You know, I like a nice coney looking kind of joint.
First world problems.
Yeah, super first world problems.
I don't like my joints long and skinny.
These papers aren't the exact papers that I like.
Right. Do they not sell raws there or anything else?
No, they do. Somebody else was the one who acquired the papers, and I wasn't like,
who got the wrong papers? Call them out on stream. Who got the wrong papers? Is it a Hexican? Is it a Hexican? If it was like someone you brought, that's cool. But if it was a Hexican, we need to hold them accountable.
I mean, full disclosure, I like these papers when somebody else rolls the joint. But like, they're like a little harder to work with, and I like the tighter roll joints that I can do with like your French lights or your JOBs those kinds. You know, so the newer hippie thin ass papers that everyone loves are just not my personal favorite. The first time I went to Amsterdam, that was like the only papers that they gave away for like free everywhere. These like super long papers. They were super thin, and like I can remember like the first time like trying so hard to figure out if I can roll this joint. It's so frustrating. So
I started cheating, man. I went on Amazon and I bought the raw pre-rolls. Like they're already there.
Yeah, dude, my buddy was
They're
telling
so
me the same
easy.
thing. He's like, you just got to get a whole tube of those things. They are super easy.
Yep.
Just tap it on down.
Pull one
you know,
out.
It's like
doom, doom, doom.
a
It's
friend of
easy.
mine gave me a sick ass hex grinder, and I love it, but I don't ever use it. I still like to feel, if I'm gonna break up a joint, I like to feel it in my fingers. You know, call me
Yeah.
old school or whatever. You know,
Get
but,
the sticky on your fingers.
yeah, I get to feel. It's like when you're being grounded. You know, if you're being grounded and sticking your feet in the sand. You know, something about it. You know, it puts you
Yep.
back on this earth.
Oh yeah.
I want to know, do you go thick on the paper or split stamp it? Rip out the excess.
What's that?
Do you go thick on the paper or switch stamp it? Rip out the excess.
Oh, you know, I've learned how to do that. This kid in France, and when I was in France, or no, I was in England, and there was a French kid. We were at this hostel. He showed me how to do that flip around joint, where you can burn off like half the paper, and you get the super lightest, easiest to like you can barely even taste if there's any paper there. But it's hard, man. I spent like a week trying to figure it out.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, like I said, it's not easy. It's not easy, you know.
All things here on the Happy Heart Show.
Yeah. I've smoked for 20 years and I've never ever heard of that.
It's weird. You roll the joint backwards, basically. Like instead of with the sticky side up, you go sticky side down, and you roll it basically backwards. And then, like I said, it sticks back to the other side of it, and then once it sticks back to the other side of it, like it leaves this like wing of the whole paper that you didn't use out there. And because if you get a good goober but it's still wet, you can just hit it with your lighter, and it'll go like when you hit your socks and they're fresh out of the dryer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just like that with the paper. It'll go, and it won't ruin. It won't put any holes in the joint or anything like that. It's like the first time I saw this kid do it, I was like, stop, collaborate, and listen. Like I'm doing it right now. So we did, and I figured it out. So yeah, it was a great little spot, or a great little trick to do. But again, it's like, I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not an easy one to roll. So I'm not
Interesting.
I'm not going to do it on stream, that's for sure. Especially unpracticed,
Right.
So, Toblerone has the great comment. I never get lost in Vegas casinos. One time I got super baked at Caesar's Palace and I couldn't escape for 45 minutes.
I mean, dude, it's true, man. You can just walk circles around these places and be like, where am I? What's going on? Even when you're like, I'm in the Bellagio, but it's so fucking big, You're like, oh, nope, I walked to the wrong tower. I got to go 8-minute walk the other way.
The first time I had smoked a lot in high school or whatever, but the first time I ever really got stoned, I was at King's Dominion. It's like a theme park in Virginia down near Richmond.
I've driven by.
Yeah, I was there with like a bunch of my friends and a couple of my cousins and just family or whatever. And I got lost at King's Dominion. I've been there a million times, and I literally got lost. And I was with one of my cousins, and I got scared. Because time felt like it was going so slow. I was like, what time is it? What time is it? What time is it? And they're like, it's 12:02.
It's great.
And then like 3 hours would go by and I'd say, hey, what time is it? And they'd be like, Fred, it's still 12:02. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. But I literally got lost at a theme park that I had been to a million times. A million times I'd been there. And it's like,
that's great.
Yeah, that's a great story.
Yeah, when you get turned around like that shit, sometimes, like, man, I've been here. I've done this.
Yeah, it's like, where am I?
Jay, everything is speaking in Amsterdam right now. So we are, continental at this point for Happy Hour.
International.
Whatever you're into. Archie's Space Cakes in Amsterdam. Right.
Space cakes.
Bad
Basicans.
Bad for steak.
But Archie does appreciate the education, Kurk. So.
That's what's crazy about Hexicans, man. There's so many subcultures within the culture of Hex. There's
Yes.
people from all walks of life, everywhere around the globe. That's one of the things too, man. Like the HEX German guys, man. Like I'm so pumped to meet them. They were in one of the videos that Maddie put up, or someone put up of Maddie last night, and I was like, oh, there, I get to meet those guys. I'm super pumped to meet those guys, man.
Oh yeah, they're I've been meeting a lot of awesome folks out here, and it's cool to put faces to names to faces or screen names. You know, that's the other fun part about it is like you don't got to feel bad about any of your introductions because like I don't know, like I only know most people unless it's like we've been on stream before by their screen names, like which is even funnier because like then that's what I use. You know, I mean I hang out with I see Franklin St. Hex all the time, right? And like I know Franklin's real name, but like I still call him Franklin.
Right. Right. He's down in Puerto Rico now, right?
Yeah. I say he's right around where I'm at. So like we see each other, you know, regularly enough, and like do shit. Fucking
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Like I said, it's just more comfortable, you know, going with what you know. So feel free to call me Big K all the time.
We're up to almost 70 viewers.
Kick ass, man. Kick ass.
It's not bad for everyone being in Vegas.
In Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic for everyone being in Vegas. I mean
Crypto event, are you in Vegas?
Oh, no, I am definitely not in Vegas right now. I'm still in Cali. Yeah.
Man, that's very just, the Roth Dave got me to eat packets of sugar. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Okay. I got so high in Amsterdam once, I literally lost my vision. Just a wall of light.
Damn.
that's great.
Sugar packets, that's the answer, huh?
Roth saved me, got me to eat packets of sugar. Oh.
Well, it's true. It's true that like sugar will bring, like if you drink like some sweet juice or something like that, or a Coke or something like that, it'll bring it down a little bit. Some reaction happens.
Oh, Finbear.
I remember that.
You're a regular Finbear. We love you. This is like watching Rogan.
Like Rogan, but fun.
It's just like 0.001% of the viewers, but hey, you know.
So I'm gonna give everyone my 3-minute alert because I'm gonna go do some other shit here at 3:30. But this is God, this is a lot of fun, man. I'm gonna do more streaming from live locations. This is pretty cool. Especially when someone else is setting up the stream. That's the best part. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Did you see that comment, Big Kurk?
What did it say?
It's from Al Bundy.
Yeah. I missed that show. Good time.
He can run the He-Man Woman Haters Club full time now. No man club.
We have a lot of people in Amsterdam. The hostels were the funniest. There's a stone cat there. Poor thing. Oh god. Link Cabana on Spotify. When we multiply our viewership by like tens of thousands of millions, I guess. But
do you have to have a certain amount before they'll let you on?
Oh man,
I don't think so. All right.
I don't think so either.
I don't know. Total Bruce wants to ask, hey, Big Kurk, can you make a bet for me? I'll send you some hats.
What you want a sports book bet? What are we betting on?
What's the commission on something like that, Kurk?
Oh, commission on it. I don't know. I'll take 10% of them if we win. I'll take
there
nothing
you go.
if we lose. I'll pay nothing if we lose.
I want to ask Toby what he's betting on, but at the same time, I don't want to give up his alpha there. So, DJ Cryptomatic, I guess our HEX Europe meetup in Amsterdam will be lit in more ways than one, bro.
Yeah, that'd be great.
What's the wine choice, Big Kurk?
Oh, today I'm going with, of course, my classic, the one of my favorites, the Duckhorn. It's I mean, I'll go grab the bottle, but you've seen it before. You know, there's a duck on it. It's fantastic. Cab, of course. Yes. I actually want to give a shout out to Joseph, our room service guy, because Joseph, I asked him, I was like, yo, bring me a bottle of Duckhorn Cab. And he was like, we only got the Merlot. And I was like, fuck it. Let's bring me a cab, whatever. And like, he took a little longer than I expected. And it's because he went all over this joint to find me a bottle of that Duckhorn. So I
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, fantastic. So,
Nice, respect.
Very.
And Toblerone claims it's not sports. He has an online account for that. So. Yeah, Big Kurk. Are you a Lightning fan? Have we discussed this before?
Yes, yes.
All right.
So like,
Kevin,
I'm from Chicago, and like when I grew up in Chicago, I never saw a fucking Stanley Cup win ever. It broke my heart. I played a lot of hockey, so like my sport of choice when I was growing up, I started playing at 3 and like played on like a USA team over in Europe and shit. Like I was like this size when I was in like 7th grade. It was very unfair for kids.
He had a beard.
Unfair.
He was
I was
shaving.
like, people were in this, like the parents would be in the stands and they'd be like, check his birth certificate. There's no way that fucking kid's has a kid, you know. So like I loved playing hockey but never saw a win in Chicago my whole time I was there. And then I moved to Florida and like they win in the first 2 years, expansion team, brand new. It's crazy. And like in Chicago, you'd have to like, you know, give up your firstborn kid to get good seats to playoff games for a team that never even goes anywhere in the playoffs. Whereas the Lightning, it was like the first time they won, I'm buying tickets for pennies on the dollar. Like it's like, this is incredible. Nobody even cares. This is wild. So yeah, I'm a big Lightning fan. I've been a part of, you know, watched a bunch of their Stanley Cup, you know, runs and enjoyed them all, man. And enjoyed them all.
Were you there when the Caps beat them a couple years ago when the Caps won the cup?
Yes, that was painful. That was painful.
Yeah.
Y'all have been. I mean, Ovechkin's amazing. You know, it's a great team. It's just what it is. You know,
so born and raised in DC.
Has a whole field with me. So.
Absolutely, born and raised in DC. The last time we saw a champion.
I'm all in on both, man. Because if anybody saw Game 6, that cheap ass bitch Mayfield from the Islanders cross-check codes from behind, basically broke those and took Kucherov out of the game. Didn't get anything for it, and they won the game. I was like, you took out 2 of their best players. I was like, come on, man. If that guy is left standing at the end of this game, I will be heavily disappointed.
So being a DC head, born and raised Redskins fan, raised a Redskins fan. The last time I was born in the early 80s, and the Redskins were the last championship in DC in like 91. And so like I graduated high school in 2000, and then here we are almost 2020. What was this, 2018, when we finally won it was the first championship in DC in any major sport in like 30 years, like almost 30 years. So it was awesome. My wife and I were talking about this last night. My dad called me, and we Ubered to DC at 11 o'clock at night, and we had this big, huge Stanley Cup like replica, and we were going around partying with everybody in the middle of the streets all hours of the night on like a Thursday night, man. It was so awesome. So it sucks that we beat the Lightning that year and then moved on, and I apologize for that, Big Kurk, but it was good. So awesome for us. And then last year 2 years ago, I guess, the Nats winning the World Series, like that was awesome. Went to a bunch of those games, went to Game 5 in DC, went to the wild card playing game where Soto hit that base hit in the 8th inning or whatever to put us in the lead. And oh my God, man. So I haven't followed sports much over the last year, but the last couple of years leading up to that, man, finally, my whole life I've been waiting for a championship. So I know what you're saying, man. Like it sucks waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting before you get something.
I'm a Cubs fan. I'm a Bears fan. I know all about waiting. We've been waiting.
Yeah. Well, it's good. The Cubs finally won too, man.
That was incredible.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
Finally stop hearing all that bullshit, like the curse and the goat and the this and the that, and the lovable loser, all that shit. It's like, I mean, there's some part of it that you take and you're like, yeah, it's cool, whatever, but there's the part of it that's just like, get us past that bullshit. So it's good to see money being spent on the team. It's good to see things going well. It's, it's just, I understand how some of these, some in general, I am fans of whatever area's teams that I live in, because those are the people I got to deal with on the day to day. So I want to see them do well, because they're just easier people to fucking interact with when their teams are winning. If you just watch to win, you're a happier person. I mean, I don't agree and think that like you should like base your happiness or sadness on sports, and I try to separate that. But like it's still what it is. You can't totally. And I just want people to be cool around me, So being in Florida, you have to deal with a lot of like everyone. When I moved down there's a college football thing, and I didn't in Chicago. It's just not a thing, I didn't know anything about college football. And like, you have to take some sides. And I'm like, no, I don't want to take a side. Like, if all these Florida teams win, kick ass, because I got to deal with all y'all. So
Yep. I've thought about that, man. Like when we move down to Florida, because that's going to be our next move. We're going to be down in Florida. I'm like, where we land is going to determine what team I'm cheering for at that point.
Yeah,
and I'll still be a DC fan, but wherever I'm at, probably the closest thing is who I will help support for the same reason too, just because to be, it's easier to be a part of that crowd. If you live there, you're part of the community.
Yeah, I like sports, exactly. And I know other people do too, and I want to socialize with them. And I don't give a shit what the colors and all that bullshit are. I look good in most everything, so it's all good,
That's what World Cup is. Like it just unites the entire country, no matter where you're, like, or even if you don't like, football, soccer. That's such an event, like every 4 years, and it's so cool to just walk into, a big soccer match bar and see Team USA playing. Oh, that's awesome. Run through chat here real quick. Bennyville's my Carolina Hurricanes won in 2006. I remember that because they beat the Oilers, and I was cheering on Cam Ward, baby, Cam Ward.
Yeah, that's right.
Never say never.
Stevie Eiserman built the Lightning. I'm a partial fan of Tampa. All right, good on you, bro. Oh wait, I lost it. Where'd it go? Man, comments are flying by now. Only girls play hockey in England, and it's on grass. Tell Big K to check his Twitter. Check your Twitter, Big K.
Check my Twitter.
Let's see. DJ Cryptomatic with a joke from the trivia. Miami.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was a joke from one of our trivia contests. Respect their flippers. Actually, that joke was the Miami Marlins baseball team. It wasn't the Dolphins. Oilers win 2022. I'd be cool with that. I just want to see McDavid win a cup. Really, at this point, the organization is not managed well. I mean, you pay McDavid and Draisaitl all that salary, and you have funds, and then you need 3 minimum for playoffs for that long run. So, Beard Aussie, go Habs, go. Well, congratulations to you, man, because they got there last night. BGR, who was on last week, if anybody watched last week, telling me to
it's in my drawer in the other
rally boys and let's go Bolts. So shout out to you, BGR, who was on last week. And hey, man, are you hexing yet or what? I sent you everything you need, so get back to me, bro. But who are those randos? You have a crew there with you, Big K? Anybody that we'd recognize?
Indeed, I do. I've got with me right now. No, and I don't think you recognize. Oh, you might recognize my production guy from Bingo Earth, Grant, in the back over there is with us. But then also my entourage includes. I got to have my lawyer here. Got to have my money guy here. Got to have my driver here. Got to have my security here. Got to have my drinking buddy here. I got to have I got to have my entertainment here. I got my music makers coming today too. So I got a little posse out here.
Nice.
I mean, to be fair to all of them, they're all smart cats and listen to me and are the ones that actually bought the HEX and staked the HEX. So they all belong out here. But
nice. I got a crew of those too, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So it's been a lot of fun for all of us to be here goofing around and having a good time. But they're all here. Oh yeah, my other entertainment, the Sex Manatee is also here. He was my co-host on Bingo Earth for a while.
I remember that.
Come back. Yes, he's out here as well. So yeah, we got a fun little crew. We've been enjoying ourselves thoroughly.
Balaji's went to the old Yankee Stadium. See, this is something that I would have done because this is awesome here. 90s shit was wild. Oh man, it's one thing I wish I would have done as a sports fan. Has been the Orioles. I also root for the Nats too. So that World Series was cool. Of course, they get it before the Orioles did it. The Orioles got it in '83, I think, when that was.
Yeah, I was born and raised an O's fan.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Cal Ripken, the whole thing.
Yeah, he was killing it. It was a good time to be an Orioles fan. That's for sure.
Yeah. Piston, enjoy your beach talks, dude. Keep them going. I'm gonna try to, man. I tried to do the stream today. If anybody missed the show at the beginning, from the beach, but I mean, just storms keep rolling in, and
Shit.
did not work out. You gonna rug pull, Kirk?
I'm gonna rug pull, guys.
All
This
right,
has
bro.
been so much fun. Y'all are the best. I can't wait to see you tomorrow, Freddie. It's
I
gonna
will
be
see you
lots of
tomorrow,
fun.
brother. 100%. I
Awesome.
can't
Yes.
wait.
Yes.
Fucking
Y'all have a
perfect.
great rest of the
Mm.
stream. Big Kurkowski, come find me. I'll be at the Cosmopolitan. What's the club tonight? I can't remember. The Marquee. We'll be at the Marquee Raging tonight.
Cheers,
Come on
bro.
out. Check us out. Cheers. Y'all have a great
Cheers.
Cheers.
All
That's
right.
awesome. They look like they're having so much fun out there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, could you imagine like days of that? Oh man.
No, man.
Yeah. Everyone who said, "Oh, you're going to Vegas," I hope you're not staying more than 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, there's so much to do there now. Like, it's so like, I mean, you got a freaking hockey team now. If you're you're in season, you'll have football. You know, sports betting, that's always been there. But I mean, but the hotels, like the places to go, the restaurants, everything. Yeah, it's awesome. Just wanted to shout out Mr. Brewer 555. I enjoy your beach talks. You keep them going. I'll try to again. I just like to have a topic to talk about, and the one I did yesterday, if anybody wants to check it out, it's up on the channel. But we touched on it earlier, and it's just maybe I'll throw it out to you guys as well. But I've just seen some Hexkins on Twitter be like, I have some liquid, but I don't like letting it sit liquid. I want to stake it, earn that interest, but I'm also interested in Pulse Chain. And the message of that video I had shot yesterday was just like, hey, do you, in a sense, do you not just want a taste of it? At least get yourself a taste of it. That's my mindset. Is I would at least want a taste of it, because all these live streams that that Richard does, they're going to be talking HEX, but they're going to be talking Pulse Chain too, and you're going to have up-to-date information. You're going to have like the best community. So many Hexkins are involved with this, and any question that you want answered, and we've already discussed it here, like the diversity of this place. Man, it's something, you get a copy of it essentially if you're a Mexican. So why not at least get a little taste of it, so you're in the game? I'm not saying stake a bunch, stake a lot. I'm not saying that at all. But for a taste of it, and especially what some of the things that Freddie was laying out earlier with some of those sacrifice coins and just scenarios and galaxy brain thinking, do you want to be on the outside looking in after the sacrifice? Just get yourself a taste, and that way you can just feel like you're in it. And because all these streams, all the content going forward, content creators, Discord Syndicate, Hexologists, Maddie, everybody, we're going to be talking about Hex and Pulse going forward. So that was my take on that.
That's awesome, man. You're right too, man. It's crazy. We're about to 2x ourselves.
And technically we'll be able to talk about two different hexes, because they're the market behavior is going to be completely different for both of them. So technically we have three different things to talk about. So
absolutely.
Triple our workload for all the streamers out there.
I mean, just endless content, and fun stuff like this. Benny Bills and Marcavelli are kind of on similar ideas here. 3 to 7 5-day stakes, just keep rolling them. That's what a lot of people are doing, just waiting for that announcement. That way you hope you fall within that window.
I've been doing 3-day stakes on my liquid stack. So.
Oh, cool. And then we have Mudhog, who's just like stake long and big. So hey, you do you, man. Mudhog, I'd be curious if you're getting any Hex for sacrifice. Just curiosity. Liquid Hex holders will be our arbitrage army, causing Pulse Hex to reach Hexes.
I think initially P-Hex will moon. It's going to skyrocket, and it's going to pass E-Hex. I think they'll even out. I don't know that E-Hex will dump I do know that PHEX will fucking shoot up because
Yeah.
everyone wanting to get in. I mean, I've got transactions in my staking ladder that I haven't ended that are, 100 days past due. And it's like, I could probably do it now, but I'm like, I'm just going to wait. So I am going to go in on PHEX pretty hard with some buys, just because I think it'll be a good opportunity to. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting.
Getting in the whole thing is like another strategy. It's like, okay, well, if from what we hear, the first 3 days is the time to get in just because of the bonding curve, that's all well and good. But you have to consider if what we hear is accurate and there's that bonding curve in place, how much does HEX rise? And then what if you got in day 4 or day 8, So there's lots to think about. And I think Richard has pushed, in my mind, from my view, getting in earlier, being better. He pushed that more definitely with the Pulse sacrifice. But at the same time, there's could be the wild card of HEX price movement if you are sacrificing HEX. You want to think about that. Will overdue stakes get copied over? Aren't they technically in limbo? I think they still get copied.
I think they will. Yeah.
I think it's a mirror. Like however it sits right now, it's going to be duplicated on top. So
complete perfect mirror.
So like double the penalties potentially. I guess. Being an old dude makes situations different. Well, you said you were 5 though, right? 5.
5. There we go.
Well, you say it right, Freddie. We're just that's for Hodl Dog out there.
That's for Hodl Dog.
Got the delayed.
Missed the 5 there.
Wish I was in Vegas right now. Next time I'm definitely in. Well, if you're having a baby now, that's the best excuse in the world to not go to
Congratulations.
Vegas.
Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats. Do you have a name yet? Have you named the baby yet?
Is their name? On the topic, Richard was talking about the Mt. Gox payout. Thoughts?
Not sure what you're talking about.
Clarify that.
I think the creditor for the Mt. Gox stuff was already paid out. People, so
how many Bitcoin is that?
I don't know.
Thousands, right?
Thousands. So
thousands.
If people want to, they could just dump for cash, and then it'd be pretty bad.
Dumping. Baby girl.
On the way. There you go.
That's awesome. No name yet?
Baby. It was Natalie, I think. There it was.
Natalie, awesome. Very cool.
Yeah.
We'll definitely keep you guys in our prayers.
Watched Nerd Girl bashing heads with some shifty overweight maxis on her channel. Not real sure I care what they think. Well, I don't care what they think, but kudos to her for going to battle with them and appearing with them and getting the name out there. I think that's why she does it. I don't think any HEX can really care what she's up against because we know how they think. But she's, I think, done a good job of at least being level-headed and if you're trying to build bridges in that sense, you have to mix in with the other crowd.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. Like, how do I feel about that? Like building the bridges. I think it's good that she does that, right? And she's the perfect person to do it. She is the perfect person to go out because she knows what the fuck she's talking about. She's smart, she's educated, but she can dictate it the way that other people can easily understand. And she makes people look like fucking idiots. Like BitBoy or whoever it was, like she just makes these people look like fools, which is awesome. But at the same time, I don't give a fuck to build bridges. I hope that these fucks get left behind. I want them sitting here drooling 3 years from now, a year from now, 3 months from now after Pulse launch. And they're like, got on Pulse chain. The fuck was I thinking? Like, heck, the scam. Like, fuck these motherfuckers. I don't want them in our community. Our community's tight. Our community is it's awesome. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
Screw these people, man.
Yeah,
Like,
they had their chance, but they talk
Yep.
shit. So
Yep.
I don't
Okay.
want to hear either.
Build bridges, whatever. And you know what? If you fudded my bags, just because I don't trust you doesn't make me a hater. I put this tweet out yesterday. Like, if you fudded Hex or if you talk shit on Hex, cool. Do you? Oh, you're back into Hex now? Awesome. I don't hate you for that. I'm not going to be mad at you, but I'm not going to trust you. Like, you've already fudded my bag once. How do I know you're not going to fucking hit menopause and start being a little bitch again and then just come up and start fudding Hex again because it's the flavor of the week and you're hearing that? Like, right, do what you do. I respect you. Do what you got to do. I'm not going to hate on you. If you're going to, sit there and do that, that's cool. But I'm not going to trust anybody who sat here and fudded my bag and then now they're like, oh, hey, I'm back in the scene. Cool. Welcome back. Whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
Get my attention.
Yeah.
So, Vance, you had a tweet or two on that subject. What say you about this matter?
Oh, the whole, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like I agree with Richard when he said, loyalty is everything. So, yeah, for me, like I have a hard time accepting, people that supported other copycats and things that were built on top of Hex, and then, come back and just, just say sorry and just, try to pretend like all that other stuff didn't happen. So, yeah.
Are there any? Are there any parameters or anything that the people that come back could do to increase your trust? Would it be staking 555? Would it never be mentioning other copycats or other things again? Because that would be a start for me.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to come up with specific things that we think that they should do, but in general, for me, I feel like actions speak louder than words. So just give it time. And the one thing I know for sure is that Richard doesn't have time to keep Pulse Chain scam and free. So I'm pretty sure that some malicious devs and communities will kind of flock over and make a bunch of scams that appear on Pulse Chain too. So it's just like the one person that I have a problem with, like, just want to make sure that people don't have like shiny object syndrome and then flock to some other new project that comes out. And just time will tell, and we'll see what happens and see if they keep their word and keep loyal to Hex, or if they just go astray again. So we'll see.
I agree. It's a test of time, and if it were me, I'd be like, okay, well, I want to know that you're 5555. I don't want to hear any mention of any other coin again. I mean, we talk other coins, but I mean, you're kind of on probation at this point, in a figurative sense. Yeah. And I would also apologize to any member of this community that you said disparaging things, towards. That's that, and then I could for sure open my mind a little bit. But it's hard, man, and I know. I mean, some prominent members of the community get fired up, but hexologists were fired up. And so it's a passionate subject, but it's going to happen in any community too, right?
As the community grows and more people come into the community, like right now, I mean, it's even starting now, like we're having this conversation, but as the community continues to grow, we are going to have people who come in who we don't like, and there's nothing that we can do about that. It's good that the community is growing, and we're not going to like everyone. So all we can do is be cool with everybody. Don't compromise your own beliefs. Don't compromise your own thoughts and feelings. And then the right things will come to us. It sucks. But that's what's so cool about Hex right now is that the community is still kind of small, right? And they were saying, like Motley was saying, next year when we have this meetup, it's going to be completely different, right? And all us old OG Hexicans will all be in that little tight-knit group. Everyone who's in the chats, everyone who's in the streams, even if you don't get on stream, we know you. Everyone knows your Twitter handles. We know who's around, who's been around. as Hex grows, we're going to see the community get bigger, and there's going to be annoying people. There's going to be frustrating people. You're not going to agree with everybody. That's just going to happen. That's part of growth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what we can do is we can always extend a welcoming hand. We can always be cool. We don't have to, go above and beyond for everybody, but at least we can be cordial with everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Nerd Girl does such a good fucking job at. She's
She
so
does,
good at that. And that's I just have a level of respect for her because I'm not good at that. I'm like, fuck you, I don't like you, and you're gonna know it. And she's like, yeah, I don't like you, but I'm gonna make you look like a fucking idiot and explain why I don't like you so everyone understands my point of view and thinks that your point of view is stupid. She's really fucking good at that. She's really good at that. And that's one reason I have a lot of respect for her. But we're not gonna like everybody in the community. It's okay. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, as a human, I'd love to get along with every single person. That's just the way that I am. But I also know that that's not reality either. Some people, hopefully, very few, will not agree with you or like your way of doing things or dislike you for whatever reason. And that's something that, as you get older, it's a skill that you develop. You just tend to tune it out. You want, even people that you're friendly to, even if they have a problem with you for whatever reason, who knows? But as long as you're cordial with them, I understand that part with Nerd Girl. Now, if you like cross me to my face or something like that, then I'll pull out the Freddie and be like that, like the mask thing that you were talking about. Like that's a perfect example, right? If you think your thoughts and keep them in your head, that's cool. But if you come up to me and tell me, something that I should be doing, and I disagree with that, then I will jump back in your face. I prefer not to do that. This is a happy hour for a reason, as Piston said earlier. Some serious stuff too. This is all relationship. This is what part of what this show is about. So, it's good to talk about. It's healthy to talk about. So, what's up, Bit Finesse? Bit Finesse is in the chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that dude, man.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yes, Freddie. She looks better than all of us. And for anyone on Twitter, you got a fashion show with all the dresses, I believe. So check that out. At the handle that Richard hates because it's all constant shoved together with numbers and it's like the graphhex.rocks. He gets so annoyed with the domain names and Twitter handles because he's a marketing guy and he's like it could be so better. He's like, people could just misspell that, and I was like, it's true though. It's true. That's why HEX.com, like money paid for it.
That's his galaxy brain working on overdrive.
Yeah. Bit Finesse.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a hunting trip that we're doing, and I have a couple open spots on it in November, and I reached out to a couple people who live close here, and I know he travels around the U.S., so hopefully he would. I was thinking Bit Finesse might be able to make it, but I know Big Kurkowski's coming on it, which is awesome. I cannot wait to spend a weekend solo with that dude in a private hunting preserve where we're just going out and shooting shit all weekend. Like, that is going to be so much fun, man. I cannot wait. This hunting trip that we do every year.
Very green in nature.
Oh yeah, 100%. So this hunting trip that we do every year, it's like a 5-star resort. And you go there and you have your own personal gourmet chef, and you get there and they're cooking food for you, and you go out and you hunt. You have your own personal guide on the hunt, and you're hunting quail. So you're just walking and kicking the shit and talking, hanging out, shooting guns, whatever. And then you get back to the lodge or whatever it is, and they've got a 5-star meal laid out for you, and then top shelf booze. You tell them what drinks you want, and they have everything there. And after that, there's a big huge bonfire pit where we all go out and hang out. And it's private. It's maximum maximum 8 people. And we've almost got the entire thing booked for November. So I cannot wait. Big Kurkowski said that he got permission from his wife the other night, and he's gonna be flying up and staying with us for a weekend. And God, it's gonna be so much fun. So much fun. Cannot wait. Cannot wait.
All right, I know we're talking fun there for a second, but I felt compelled to put this up here from DJ Cryptomat. I don't like drama popping off sometimes, but it's very positive that we have some kind of self-cleansing protective mechanisms in the community to weed out bad actors. I think it's powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Spot on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, like people say it all the time. HEX is an IQ test, right? So really, as of right now, we're keeping a lot of these stupid people out of the community. And that's one of the things that's made HEX such a strong community, because everyone in HEX is an independent thinker. You're not relying on someone else to tell you what to think or what to do or how you should invest. You're finding out for yourself. And you have to get into HEX. You really have to, because everyone calls it a scam, because there's so much garbage out there and people just trying to get likes and trying to get views on TikTok and YouTube, and they're paid by, exchanges or by other products, or not even products, other projects to pump their stuff. In HEX, you're not getting that. We don't have any of that. So everyone who's in HEX is an independent thinker. Once we go viral, that's going to change, and we're going to see a huge change in the dynamic of our community at that point. That's something that I don't know that many people have thought about yet, but that's something that we need to think about. Nerd Girl has definitely thought about it, because she's already being proactive, going out, trying to build those bridges, and she's like 3 steps ahead of the game right now. But it's going to happen. And as Hexicans, we need to understand that the community will change, and we need to be ready for that. We're not going to like everyone. Right now we're a small community. Everyone, for the most part, gets along. There's a couple knuckleheads, but we deal with it. But the change is coming, and the faster we grow and the more we go viral, the bigger our squad gets, right? So keep that in mind when you see stupid people who are annoying on Twitter and you don't want to blow them up or whatever. What game 7 is tonight? NBA or hockey? You're a hockey guy, right?
Bolts Islanders.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who you got?
My heart says Bolts, so I'm gonna go with Bolts.
Okay.
And they waxed the Islanders in Game 5, and I thought they outplayed them last game. Just the one guy who I'd referenced not so favorably before took out a couple of their best players. It's part of the game, but man, that's about the only reason that they won, in my opinion. They had a couple lucky goals. They took advantage of their opportunities, but that's what Barry Trott's team does, man. That's our coach from Cap. We won the cup.
I love Barry Trotz, man. Is he the head coach at the Islanders, or he's not there anymore? Didn't he go there?
Yeah, he's head coach of the Islanders, and that's why they play the way they do. He's, if you're familiar with Orioles, Buck Showalter getting the most out of his players, doing stuff with a team that shouldn't be there. Islanders are okay, but he is getting the max out of his squad, which is
that's awesome. So, he's a big family man too. I know that he has his son at a lot of the games, and sitting there with him and practices and stuff, which is awesome. I've got a lot of respect for people like that. That's very cool.
Yeah, my buddy BGR, who was on last week, he met him at some sort of signing, and he was like, Barry Trotz just sat down after whatever event it was and just talked to me for like 90 minutes about hockey and life.
Very
he was like, I'll never forget that forever.
Yeah. Your buddy who was on last week with you in Ocean City, I want to party with that dude. He seems like a fun ass dude to party with, man.
I told him that
I have a feeling that we get along very well.
And Kurk. That was a nonstop event.
Oh yeah. I cannot wait, man. This weekend's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Are we calling it quits or sum it up?
I was gonna say, just want to before we're gonna wrap up here in a little bit, but I just want to pull up the chart. So, what's interesting to me is just in this period where we had this huge run up from it was like a nickel to like almost a dime. Look at the volume in here, and then we've kind of like come down, but look how little volume like we're coming down on. And then way over here to the left, the volume rises on these huge bars up. So it's just people are getting tired, weeded out, and I think this not financial advice, man, but this next pub could take us I don't know, 15 cents, the 20 cents. Anybody got that out there? I try not to be too bullish. I know I increased my price target to 25 cents.
Wow.
One of the things that's crazy about this chart is it's awesome, but it doesn't even take pulse into consideration, man. Like, it's hard to make a prediction on what the next move is going to do because Galaxy Brain, if a bunch of shit coins are sacrificed and all those shit coins are dumped for HEX, that could put us up in the 50 cent to $1 range, man. Like, very easily. People don't understand how easily we can be there. It's just crazy, man. So, like, yes, on just the Fibonacci and the Elliott wave and the retracements and everything, the 618 extensions, where we're going to be on this next bump without pulse could very easily be 15 to 20 cents without pulse. And when pulse announcement comes, you guys everyone needs to know, man. Like, I'm telling you, man, I'm calling 25 cents within 3 days of the sacrifice launch. I'm calling $1 by the end of the sacrifice, and I'm calling $3 to $4 within 2 weeks of the Pulse launch, mainnet launch. You heard it here first on Happy Hour.
Nice.
Say that again real slow for the people in the back.
Yep. We will see, and I could be wrong, but we will see 25 cent HEX within 3 days of the sacrifice launching. We will see $1 HEX by the end of the sacrifice period.
Oh.
And we will see $3 to $4 HEX within 2 weeks of the Pulse mainnet launch.
Oh.
All right. Triple HEX.
We'll see how accurate my predictions are.
Triple of yours said you are insane.
It's insane. It's crazy to think about. But and I come to those numbers by looking at the adoption amplifier. That was a year. This is going to be a month or ish, maybe 45 days. I don't know. I haven't been paying too much attention on t.me/pulse chain, whatever it is. But we're going to have a larger community sacrificing for a shorter amount of time. Think about that. A larger community sacrificing for a shorter amount of time. So not financial advice. Absolutely. Thank you, HEX Live. But if you saw what happened in the AA, on average, 6,000 to 8,000 ETH per day. 6,000 to 8,000 ETH per day on average for an entire year. I think we're going to blow that out of the water because now we have more than ETH. We have all these other cryptos. We have a larger audience, right? More people are paying attention, more eyes on the product than there were with the AA and with the HEX launch. Everything is lining up perfectly. It's a bear market. Everything's tanking. Everything's shit in the bed. People are looking to get a return. People want to get the shiny new object. Watch. Just watch it happen, guys.
I know one person who's watching, and that's Triple HEX. So
nice.
All right, we had a request here from Bala.
Yep.
The HEX chart.
BTC chart on HitBTC.
Nice green candle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait.
That's really awesome.
I mean, even without, like, if you look at the Elliott wave from the beginning of HEX to now, it shows that even on a wave 3 or wave 5, we'll get to multiple $1 HEX without pulse launch. That's just on the HEX Elliott wave. That's without pulse. Without pulse, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
That's just the natural chart. So I would like the guys that I've onboarded. We are all there's like 9 of us in a group chat. I talk about us often, like if I'm ever on stream. I told them the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That first wave of the bigger set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern was a 10 block wide foundation, 10 city block wide foundation that created a launching point for Hex to just do phenomenal things.
Mhm.
And everything I'm saying now, I've been telling them for the last year. I'm like, what we're in right now, and now we finished wave 1 and we've consolidated out of wave 2 and we're starting wave 3. Now I can sit back and show them, look, this is what I was talking about. This is wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Elliott wave pattern. Each one has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in it. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the first wave. First wave is never the longest and usually the smallest. We did a 1500x in the first wave. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Even if you're conservative and say we did 1000x in the first wave, it's usually the smallest and never the largest, right? And we'll see an extended wave 3 or an extended wave 5. One of them will be an extend. If we see an extended wave 5, we could see $15, $20 hex. It could be next summer before we see it, but it's in the cards, right? By the time this all plays out in the charts, Elliott Wave is a very cool tool, man. It's a very awesome theory. Very awesome theory.
Yeah, and Toblerone brings this up. Couldn't it be said that some pulse enthusiasm has already impacted the current hex price movement?
Sure. So what we do is that's a perfect point. So to take that into consideration, look at the chart right now. And look at Elliott Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then an ABC correction. We know from what we've seen that we've had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We finished our first wave and the consolidation wave 2 ABC, and we are on wave 3. So even if we are taking pulse into consideration, the foundation that we built on wave 1, the foundation, the 10 city block wide foundation that we built from wave 1. Wave 3 is going to take us to numbers that will just melt people's faces. Yeah.
1,000 sats. Oh, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's a 4x from where we're at what? 8 cents, 8.5 cents right now. So that's 32. Yeah, that's good. That might be the first wave of wave 1. I've said it the whole time in my group chat too. I think the first wave of wave 1 is going to take us to 36 cents. Or wave 3. The wave 1 of wave 3, the first wave in wave 3 is going to take us to 36 cents. We see a consolidation down. And then I think we moon to, I don't know. I don't have the charts in front of me, but just off the top of my head, at least $1.
Got to change it into
free charts.
Dude, so
the Elliott.
Back in 2016 and 2017, I started following this one dude, and I swear to God, he never mentions Hex in any of his like trading things, and I don't even really want to name his name, but I know for a fact that he holds Hex because all his donation addresses, you can go on them from his YouTube channels, and I look up the all the addresses and what's in there, and he's got Hex in them, and I know he trades Hex, and he's a good trader. He's good at what he does. But I know for a fact, and he never mentions it. He never mentions it in any of his streams on any of his anything. But I know for a fact he has Hex. I know for a fact he stakes Hex, and I know for a fact he trades Hex.
Well, the staking thing is really interesting to me because a lot of these trader guys will just trade it and be done with it. They don't stake it. At least they're not public with it. Maybe more do than we think, but. Yeah, apologies, trying to guess the name in chat.
Who is?
But what was I saying?
Let me go over here.
And while we're at it, because I don't think we got the Vince's prediction. Yeah. Vince's price prediction for Hex. I think Freddie brought it up earlier in the show. Beginning of the sacrifice phase and the end of the sacrifice phase.
I would say I'll go see, 25 cents when the sacrifice phase is announced, and then $1 by the end of sacrifice phase. But I'm going to be a little conservative and say that when the mainnet actually launches, we'll go $2. So yeah.
Wow.
And so for mainnet, I mean combination of the two.
A goal here.
Oh, so both hexes combined?
Yeah, at mainnet launch, because we'll have 2 hexes at that point. So I think it'll be $3 to $4 combined. Combined stack at that point. So one could be $1.50, the other one could be $2. That'd put us at $3.50.
That makes sense.
One to keep it simple.
Yeah.
Either way, it's awesome. So
nice.
Yeah, anything else in chat? We'll probably wrap up here in a minute, but thank you to everybody. I mean, we had like a bunch of viewers, way more than I thought with everybody in Vegas, and just by my Twitter feed, like everybody's having a good time. Like everybody's just out and about on the strip. They're taking pictures together. So a lot of our viewers are not here, and we're still having a fun show with all you guys. Hex Live says, when do you guys think the mainnet will launch?
Oh,
Vince, since you brought that
up. I think in Richard's most recent interview, I think with the Gentleman of Crypto, he said like a month and a half or 2 months out. So,
yeah, he said 45 to 60 days from mainnet launch.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with
I
that.
think I'd say 60 days, whenever that was, maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, so 45 days from then.
Yeah,
or now, I should say. Worst case, but
worst case,
man. How long? Yeah, T-Bird. He's like, 45. That's exactly what he said. But who knows? Market conditions, like we discussed earlier in the show, especially with Freddie's point about the sacrifice coins that aren't named Hex. What effect does the overall market have in it? Are we waiting to break out of this Bitcoin range if we're the Pulse team, so to speak? 30,000. I know we broke to the downside, but we didn't break it. We tested it, and now we're back in the range. So it's like, okay, well, if that was a fake out, and if we break 42, to me, that would be the go time. And coins are breaking out, and they're worth more. And if the galaxy brain theory holds, that's when the sacrifices in its golden phase. But
I could see Pulse launching on Tuesday, or I could see Pulse launching on the 4th of July. Like, it could be anytime within the next 2 weeks, I would think. I don't think he'll do it when everyone's in Vegas, so that makes me say Tuesday, because people are traveling Monday. So maybe Tuesday, or maybe next weekend for the 4th of July, or we could be 3 weeks out. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
And this is, Limon brings up a great point too. Is Pulse even necessary at this point? Fees are cheap right now. I mean, they're cheap, but they're still like dollars, right? And especially end state fees. And that, I think that's the thing. It's like, okay, depending upon the length of your stakes, you can end a short stake for not much, but I mean, if you were staked out for months and years, those things rack up. So I can't see those coming down to pennies again. But I don't know.
Me neither. Yeah, I think Pulse is still necessary, because I think it's still going to be a better value proposition for the brand new people that we're trying to onboard, because those cheaper fees are just going to mean they'll get more value out of the stakes that they put on there. So
Benny Bills was like, they keep raising the S-load cost, which is that computational that is really screwing.
It's going to keep screwing us over.
So, definitely necessary. And there's no future control over the fees. So it's like, okay, well, stop the project, and then fees go back up, and it's like, okay, we have this thing, so you got to restart the other update. Like,
no matter what, we're always going to be beholden to all the politics that happens on Ethereum with the devs and stuff. So
Cabana, did you say the day that you thought we would see Pulse launch?
No, I
Did I
did
miss
not. I think I just speculated wildly last stream. I thought, and I still think it's a possibility, Richard could do a live stream while the crew is in Vegas. Maybe just a quick one to announce the launch and for a date and get everybody hyped.
That would be
I'm
fucking
excited.
crazy.
This is my fantasy, right? For everybody that's in Vegas, because I want this for you guys. We're just an announcement stream, and I can just imagine like everybody, on their phones or in different penthouses watching this, and he announces the date, and then there's this build up because I think Jeff and I maybe have discussed this a couple times on stream once. But anyway, there's got to be a build-up in my mind. Like Kurk's just like cannonballing into the pool. He's like, let's start tomorrow or tonight at midnight. There's got to be at least some build-up to have a few days worth of absorbing the information, right? And reading all the details. You can't realistically say at midnight in 5 hours from now, sacrifice phase. You're going to want to read all the details, read the details of the funding curve, how long the sacrifice phase is, and people are going to come up with those strategies. So if you did it sometime this weekend, that would give everybody 4 or 5 days, plenty of notice. Then say July 1, that's like a nice.
But isn't the initial beginning going to be at least 3 days? So that does give people time to do that, and they can make the decision on what they want to do. And I think a lot of people aren't going to go in until, like we saw in the AA, right? Like people weren't going in, and everyone would be like, "Oh my God, there's only 1,000 ETH in there," and then we'd see whales go like 5,000 ETH, 10,000 ETH right in the last hour.
At the last hour, yeah.
I think it's going to be the same way with the sacrifice too. So I mean, you've got once it's announced, you have 3 days for that first initial spot. Richard said there's going to be no warning. I kind of believe him when he says that. There's going to be no warning. He's going to say, look, it's launched. Here it is.
There's going to be no warning to his announcement, and he'll just come out and be like, because you could.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, my fantasy talk, and just be like, okay, he announces it this weekend. Everybody gets hyped, and then a few days later, because really, that's not a lot of warning at all. I mean,
right.
When you think about the grand scheme of things, and then July 1, boom, round a date. You have, it's easy in your head to figure the days if you're not at a computer or something like that. So 3 days go by. It's the 4th. The next move in the bonding curve happens. It's just easy to remember and things like that. It's easy to look back on, for a historical point of view. I think HEX launched December 3rd? 2nd. So yeah, that wasn't really a beginning date either, but I don't know. I just think it'd be cool for the community to get pumped up, like watching a World Cup game.
Right.
And then the build up, and I would also like that build up for kind of like price appreciation as well, just like a couple days. And for anybody who doesn't have HEX, or for anybody who needs an extra day or two to get in, then that just, it's a little buffer. Build the excitement just a little bit more, because the announcement's going to be excitement, and then there's you still a lot for a couple days before it even happens, and then you had that rush, and then we're off.
Yeah,
I don't know. I hope for that.
I'm in, man. He is a king. He's the master marketer.
Yeah,
he is the master marketer. So whatever he's going to do, you can believe that it's going to be best for the projects or the product's interests. Like whatever is the best way to market it.
Yeah. Anyone know if you can do Pulse? Big Kurk said that earlier. It's probably more work than it's worth, HEX Live. But, just going through chat here before we close out. I would like to be a baby whale in Pulse, says Lemon. Go TBL. Done right, Piston. About ready to head out and get some exercise before this game 7. By the deep is
by the deep.
By the deep.
By the Yash deep.
The Yash deep.
By the Yash deep.
We're gonna get a good chunk of Pulse. Oh, and I gotta go find it. Where is it in chat here? Somebody was shit talking Motley, which I gotta find. Here, while we look at that, Ballard rename this stream Hex to $2 and 2 months for morality.
Right.
Oh man, where was it? I missed it. Come on, it couldn't have been that far back. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's also Limon. Are you guys trying to be pulse whales, or are you guys getting cold feet like Motley? I mean, is he really getting cold feet? I haven't seen many streams.
I haven't heard anything about that, so I don't know.
Yeah. So I'll have to ask Motley where that came from. But yeah, yes, by the deep, Yash deep. Word. So, all right. Well, I guess we'll close out here. I'm getting pumped for Game 7. I'm pumped for all the Hexkins that are in Vegas. Go Tampa Bay. Like Freddie Quotes, we close out. Where can we find you, brother?
On Twitter, I'm Freddie Quotes, and that's pretty much it. You can find me at Vegas tomorrow night.
Nice.
I am Freddie Quotes. I am Freddie Quotes. The letter I am.
The letter I am Freddie Quotes. Yes. Yep. And then tomorrow night, you can find me in Vegas, hanging out with, as soon as I get off the plane, we are meeting up with, I want to say, El Hexadente. And hopefully everyone else. But yeah, he's apparently going somewhere, and he's going to be somewhere. And I told him, I was like, well, don't tell anyone I'm coming yet, but I'm definitely going to come. That's where I'm coming as soon as we get there. So
Nice.
if anyone's in Vegas watching, that is where I'll be.
And you can also be found on trucks, blaring music with the lyrics.
Nationwide.
Yes. In New York, in Miami, and now in Vegas, I guess, too. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Heck yeah, man. Thanks for coming on. Just a quick shout out, Benny Bills. Have a good night. Effing hang out in Vegas. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Are the ladies doing update 2 in 30 minutes?
I think so. I think Sammy posted that she was doing a stream.
Yeah, I think her and Serena. So shout out to you lovely ladies. Peace, Bala G, Archie, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging with us. You know, I know everybody's in Vegas, but if you're not, or if you are, y'all showed up. So you guys freaking rock. Vince, where can we find you?
CryptoVince369 on Twitter and Telegram, and yeah, please check out the Hex Asians show on Sunday and Monday mornings. And we're doing, I think we're doing one stream a week on the Discord Syndicate network now. So yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, so
that's awesome, brother.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
We need more girls in Hex. Well, more girls in Kurk, right? So good for you guys. I just saw like a picture of, I think it was Jack Hex in the Twitter feed with MM. I thought MM for a brief time was a scammer, but she's evidently real. So yeah, just, you know, random, you know, it's like automatically scam. But there's a picture of her and Jack. So Jack Mexican, awesome. So they're chilling out in Vegas. I mean, a lot of people are in Vegas. Wow. Love the Hex Asians. So that's awesome.
Nice. Awesome. Thanks.
All right. Well, time for me to get out and get a little active before Game 7. And I'm going to have probably now Discourse Syndicate Network in my ear, as I typically do watch TV like that sometimes. But definitely that live update from Vegas stream is going to be cool. So hopefully Lightning have it wrapped up by then. But either way, I'm going to check that out later. And thank you guys for coming on. Absolute blast. We had Kurk and Motley on checking in from Vegas earlier. The photos are piling in your Twitter feed from Vegas. So it's awesome to see that. And man, can't wait to do this again. Can't wait to meet you, Freddie. We're going to figure that out some point.
Soon.
We're locals here on the East Coast. And of course, Vince, we are going to have to meet up at a conference event.
For sure.
We're going to have to fly Vince out here.
Yeah.
Just do it DC East.
DC East.
Hex East. Yeah.
Hex East.
Hex East.
And we'll have to find a time of year like for some good sporting events and things to go out in DC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Like the off 6 months. So whenever the official conference is, we'll do it. 6
The
months.
opposite. Yeah.
I like this. See, think tank on stream. Love it.
Yeah.
And you
All
can
right.
stay. You can stay at my house, Vince.
Awesome.
Fly out and I'll
Thanks.
pick you up.
There
And
you
we'll kick it and
Free room.
hang out. Yep.
Nice.
Taken care of. Awesome, guys. Thank you very much. And hopefully next week I will have the better backdrop that I aimed to have today. Unfortunately, the weather ruined that. But
Hey, next week. We could have Pulse launched by next week, bro. Think of that. The stream next week on Happy Hour could be crazy. Crazy.
we'll
Think
see.
about that. Think about it.
Especially with your Galaxy Brain coin thinking with sacrificed coins not named Hex. So, yeah.
That's not my Galaxy Brain. That was Richard literally saying that to us.
Bringing it up on stream to talk about it.
Of course. All right, brother. Thank you for having me. Appreciate
Thank
you.
Thanks for having me too.
Good to see you, Vince. Good to see you,
Good
brother.
to see you too. Yep.
We'll see you soon.
Peace.